Was goody, was goody. Back with another one because you know Raider Nation needed another one. What's happening? This the TheYurpJerz SportsCast. You know I switched it up, so I'm still getting used to the same. You know what I'm saying? So I got some guests with me today. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Family, family, family. The lovely Blue Richards, ladies first.
Of
Go ahead
course.
and
Hi, everybody. Hey, fam, what's up?
name. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then y'all already know we got this guy over here, Unc Sacktown Raider Mike. Talk to him, Unc. What you got for him?
Oh man, I'm just glad we're on doing talking Raiders and stuff, and whatever we end up talking about is cool, man. I'm just happy to have the three of us together on the show once, and this is
This
the
is
first
big.
time I think
Big.
we've done just the three of us.
Yep.
Yeah, this is big. This is big. And on my side this time, I'm always on y'all side, so now it's great
Yeah.
to have y'all on my side. Nah, for real. Let's get to the Chizat. My man Rob in the building. He said, "Back for another one year, Raiders." Yes, sir.
Hey, you skipped
Oh,
mine. There we are.
I,
We never
Uncle's right
skip
there.
you.
He in the building already. You feel me? You're Raiders. Yes, sir. Billy D. What's happening? Hold on. My mouse is acting up real quick. Hold on. And we back in it. Billy D in the building. He says, "So
Billy
what up,
Davis.
Raider Nation?" Yes, sir.
He
Yo,
said
I got
he
to
said earlier.
my
Oh, go
brother
ahead.
has came a long way, yo. My brother Billy Davis, because he used to call me Jerk,
Yeah, yep,
Jur, and
yep.
he was the only one that can get away with it too. He was the only one to get away
Yeah.
with it. My
I got
man,
an
how the
update.
fans?
Hey, what up, Rose
You
Town?
got an update?
Yeah,
Sack
oh,
Town,
there's me. Um,
Roast Town. What's up?
what's up, Rose Town?
What's up?
That what was I gonna say? Oh, I got an update from Davis on IG earlier that his wife and daughter are supposed to be home Saturday before he goes. They should be home before he has to go to work. So,
That's
Billy,
good. That's great.
congratulations, man. I hope it works out this time.
Yeah, yeah. No setbacks. No setbacks, man. Just keep going straight forward, straight forward. And we can't wait, yo. We can't wait, man. Real. Hey, matter of fact, bro, if you want, if it's okay, if it's all right, Billy D. You know what I'm saying? First time I'm doing this, Nav is usually the one that does stuff like this. But if you want, you and your family want to hop on the show one day, y'all, you let me know. Whenever is a great time for you. You feel me? Let me know, bro. Bro, we can do
That's a
that.
good idea.
Yeah. Oh, Roshon said, "Second time, how much for the quick nip slip?" he
You get this
said,
one for
"I'll see."
free, Rose Town. You get that for free.
Hi.
Yo, both of y'all gotta chill. And you got two, one off the air and one on the air. You're on the roll right now. You
Oh,
Wow.
definitely
thank you,
on the
Rose
roll.
Town. Yep, it is a favorite. Thank you, thank you.
That shirt fire. Yeah, I said the same thing. That shirt is fire.
Yep.
Got
Yeah.
my handy dandy quill here. It says I
Oh,
stole this motherfucker.
so fancy. I love it.
Hey, shout out to my man Rob in the building once
From
again. Your
Pena.
Yep.
Raiders. What's happening? My brothers is in the building, man. Hey y'all, I can't. I'm telling y'all, man. I cannot wait to meet my man Rob, bro. November 6th. No, actually, it's gonna be before November 6th. I'll be there
And
by like Thursday.
Rosetown, when Europe gets
Oh,
monetized.
Rosetown. I forgot, and Rosetown. Rosetown too. Well, go
What
ahead.
about
I'm
when?
sorry.
Oh,
Oh, it's okay. Oh, no, I
I
marked
forgot too.
Rosetown down for one. But when Europe gets monetized, the next nipple shot is going to cost you a $5 super chat.
Hey,
Hey, he's cheap. I like it.
Yeah.
hey, I appreciate that. Off the nipple, you feel me? Off the nipple. Hey, but like I was saying, so yeah, man. I think Sacktown. I mean, I think Rosetown said he gonna go to Denver too. He gonna take that trip too. So
Oh, nice.
Rosetown, we gonna rock out, bro. I can't wait. So I cannot wait.
Are you talking about for the
Yep,
Panthers game?
the Broncos game.
Oh, yeah, those
The
two.
Broncos.
Same difference. They both.
Yep,
They're going
and
to
it's
the
the
Broncos. They're going to the Broncos away game.
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, and it's the Thursday night, so you know we gonna be crazy. It's gonna go crazy. Oh wait, I can't wait, yo. I feel like I'm there already, yo. My guys, yes
What up,
sir.
Robert?
And to let y'all know, Rob is in the building,
Robert Pena,
and just to
salute
let
back
y'all
at
know,
you.
we be lit, brother. Yes it is. Yes it is. Rosetown, salute, salute. He said done. He said done. Sacktown cheap, off the nipple.
Okay. I'm gonna raise it to 10. I'm gonna raise it to 10.
Come on,
I don't
Mike. You're
want to
at
be.
least worth a 20.
He said, yeah, yeah, man, gotta have my brothers with me. You feel me? We
But
gonna
only
rock
one
out.
nipple shot, no matter how many
And
dollars you send them. Only
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
If you go 50, I'll
yeah,
give you
only
the
one.
double. I'll give you the
Oh
double.
my. Oh my.
Hey, hey,
Giggity.
let's get it. So, um, so like I was saying, Blue, right? So, I'm supposed to be going up to Denver on November 6th,
Okay.
and I will be going live during the game, so it's going to be loud
Ooh,
and crazy. First time ever been done too. I don't think nobody's ever been live at a real game. So
nice.
I don't know
That'll
if
be
it's done
awesome.
or not, but I'm going to be the first one to do it on the TheYurpJerz SportsCast. So y'all look out.
That's right.
Y'all look out.
That's right.
There you go.
Okay.
Y'all make sure to subscribe and hit those notification bells. I know all the people we got in here right now have already
Absolutely.
done that.
Word.
But for
Yeah, hit
whoever
the
watches it on the replay,
Yeah,
that too.
that's true. That's true.
He said Sack. He said Sacktown Mike. So you had a wardrobe malfunction. Hashtag nip showing. Yo, y'all are crazy tonight. Yo, this how it was last night. Yo, y'all crazy. Keep it going, yo. Let's keep it going.
that was no
Yeah,
accident.
I don't know,
Keep
Jerp,
it
if you
going.
know that when this all started, I used to reach over like this, and the nip would slide out, and that's how this all started.
Uh,
Salute,
hey,
Angelo.
good thing you ain't got no double D.
No, I
Good thing double D's on. Jeez. Hey, you be getting people's channel taken off, goddamn reaching for the bowl or something.
the rest you got to see on my
Uh,
my OnlyFans page.
There you go.
yes, sir. Yes. Oh, man, Angelo, what's happening, my brother? He said, hit the like button, everyone, please. Yes,
Angelo,
Will
how's it
sir.
do.
going, brother?
He said, everyone, please salute your town, salute plant and nation. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Hey, if you ain't busy, bro, you can always hop on. You can always hop on. Uh,
Hey.
Rob said, Angelo, salute. Angelo said, Rob, salute. Ghost Town said, Angelo, salute.
Fucking Rosetown.
He said, how much for you to shake him Sacktown? Dag, bro, that's gonna cost you like $100. I'm talking now. Hey, it's gonna cost you
With or
they're
without
they're
$100.
tassels.
You
With or
hear
without
me?
tassels. Get black and silver tassels.
Oh man.
no. I'm not doing. I love Europe and all, but I'm not doing that.
Mhm.
Boo.
Where's the flag? What's happening, my brother?
What's that? Where's the
What's good,
flag?
bro? Appreciate you pulling up, man. Yo, sound said, "Where's the flag?" It's there. Yo, every time Rob puts that, y'all put the
Uh-oh.
WTF. Yo, I swear, I'm swearing is what the fuck, bro. I swear, and then I gotta catch myself because I gotta look at bro's. What's the name? Where's the flag? I remember the first time when bro popped up, I was like, "What the fuck?" And people was putting it in the chat. Dude. I
Ah,
always put
nice.
people playing what the fuck in the chat.
No, Robert, I'm laughing
Yeah,
at.
Rob said I was muscles and my Raider speedos to the games. Whoa, guy, Rob,
Hell yeah.
reevaluate your
50-yard
gear,
front
bro.
row right there.
Hey, it's gonna be nighttime, so you know it's gonna be a little chill, bro. You gonna have your speedo or something? Oh man, what if the kids? What if we around the kids? So you can't have your speedo. Kids.
Absolutely. You got to show them that it's all good. Everybody's a bikini body.
Okay.
Not me. Not me. I'm excluded
Body
from that.
positivity, man.
I'm the exception to that rule that makes it true.
He said, "Rob, you street." Yo, yo, if I go to this game with Rob and he just jump out of his speedos and hit the field, I'm done, bro. I'm catching it. It's going live. It is going live. Just don't get tackled, Rob. Just don't get tackled, bro.
It was
He said it
cold.
was cold that day. I bet it was. Nigga had his balls and buns frozen.
Excuses, excuses.
uh, he said the donkey had the barrel man. Yo, you crazy? Yo, that is crazy. Yo. That's so funny. Shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to everyone. Bro, how y'all feeling, man? How was y'all day today?
2 weeks on first.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Oh, you
were
reading the chat?
talking to the chat. My bad.
I was talking to y'all. How was y'all day today? Well, everybody's
It
day,
was
but yeah, more
yeah,
mainly
yeah.
y'all. How was y'all day today?
Yeah, Mike, how was your day today?
Oh, I was actually telling you a story, but am I going? Why does he keep interrupting me? Am I going? Oh, my mic is muted. He didn't hear me.
I saw you talking too. I was like, I hear you.
No, I
Well,
was
you
just
gotta
saying that there's a
chill.
guy
You
in
gotta chill.
a Buffalo Bills fan that wears speedos. It's like Buffalo Bill speedos. And he's standing on the street corner, walking across
Yeah.
the street. We're all waiting for the green light to walk across the street. I'm going. I bet you wear that in the deep winter time too. He goes, hell yeah, I do. That's all I wear to these
Oh, he
games. I'm like, he's
Good
one of
for
them
him,
guys
man.
in Buffalo.
in
Oh,
Buffalo.
balls and leaf fro. He got icicles on.
Yeah, that is some. Whew.
Icicles on. It's crazy work out here, man. It's crazy work out here. So, Blue, how was your fourth?
My fourth, it was super mellow, dude. I stayed home with pretty much with David and Lord Stanley. We just watched movies, and I did my best to keep Lord Stanley calm. He's one of those babies that gets terrified of fireworks. So
You know, like,
he's yeah. So and he's my son, so
yeah,
got
yeah.
to protect the baby.
I can
That's
dig it. I
another
can dig
thing
it.
that Lord Stanley and Gracie have in common.
Yeah. How about you, Mike? What did you do?
I stayed at home. I had fireworks shows all over the place, so I was just watching
Yeah,
the fireworks show, you know,
us too. Did
and
Gracie handle it okay?
yeah, 'cause I gave her a pill.
Nice,
I
nice.
have to make sure she has pills before January 1st and
Yeah.
July 4th.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. How about you, Europe? Did you end up going to what was it, your cousin's house? Family?
Yeah, I went, but I was too busy tending to YouTube all day because they had they shut me down for 24 hours.
Oh
So
yeah, I'm sorry. I heard about that.
yeah, so I was dealing with that mostly on most of the day, but I had a good time. Got to drinking. I don't really drink much, but my cousin, when it's a barbecue or party, he always got the licks. So you
Yeah.
Yeah,
know,
Special.
look at you.
That's a You said only on special occasions. That's definitely a special occasion. Plus, it's Al
oh
Davis's
yeah, plus
birthday.
I need, and I needed it too. Shoot, because the day I had before I needed that, he was like, "Man, we gonna drink this whole." It was like that much towards the end of the bottle, right? And he was like, "Man, look, we gonna sit here and drink it." I said, "Don't mind if I do." Shoot, give me that. Shoot. And,
What was it?
it was Jack Daniels.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then I had, he's a Corona drinker, so he had these Corona premieres. Oh, they so good.
Hmm.
Like,
Damn.
ooh, okay.
The
So,
second I turned 21, I stopped drinking beer.
no,
Nothing but
for real.
hard liquor. Yeah, nothing but hard liquor after that, and then I quit drinking like a bazillion years ago. I've been sober for like a bazillion years now.
That's a
Wow,
I
lot.
think I'm like the last Raiders fan who's sober.
that's crazy.
No,
Yeah.
I know. Captain Jack is sober. Uh,
Captain
pretty
Jack is.
sure Jeff. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Jeff is sober too.
Oh wait, yeah, I think I heard him say that once. I think I heard him
Yeah.
mention that once. All right,
I'm
I
like,
take it back. I take it back.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trying to make fun of nobody, but I'm like half sober.
Sober's
Occasional
the
sober,
only. Yeah.
you can say.
Hey,
Occasional sober. That's me.
I mean that's a very very controlled drinker. I mean some of us can handle it, some of us can't.
Mhm.
So good for
Uh,
you.
Blue, I gotta ask you something. Are you going to the next Bakersfield event?
I will be there. Yes.
Because me and my wife will be there, and
Awesome.
I don't know if y'all like beer pong, but I do. And guess what? We gonna be playing it. You feel me? At the after party.
Absolutely. I am all about that. And I am very
The boys.
competitive, so be prepared to be drunk.
Oh, let's go! Remind me of back in the day. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Let me do that real quick. East
Hell yeah.
Coast, my brother. My brother. Yo, yo, what's
What's
happening?
up, Dante?
Everybody
And
saying
Mr.
what up.
Kenna.
Everybody saying what up to East.
Who's in here?
Mm-hmm.
Kenna. Jack Kenna.
Oh, yeah.
To the building.
Just kidding, Jack. Just kidding, Jack.
Lies.
Shout out Lil Raider in the building. Lil Raider. Shout out Lil Raider.
Oh, hey.
Yes, sir. We did good
Oh,
deed, man. A little bit over 60. Yeah, man. ECG, pretty good group. Yes, sir. I love his stuff, yo. I'm, man, look. Yeah, I need off season is gonna be crazy because me and East Coast gonna go crazy next off season. I'm telling you. 'Cause he got so much. I'm trying to get like crazy into the like that aspect. You feel me? So, and what he told me is watch certain schools. So I gotta get back into the books. You feel me? Do my homework. I gotta get back
Absolutely.
into seeing what ECG be looking at. You know what I'm saying? Do my evaluation from there. You feel me? That's how I do things. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Do you gonna look? I ain't. No.
Huh?
Someone asks me a question, they be like, "Hey, what I say? Let me do my research first, 'cause I don't even know.
exactly. If he doesn't know, he doesn't
I might
spray bullshit.
Yeah.
nope. I can't do that. You feel me?
Absolutely.
That's a rarity,
You know.
unfortunately. I'll just say, fuck, I don't know. I'm not going to research it either. Look it up yourself.
Nice.
I'm just an ugly face on or I mean,
That
shit. I'm just a pretty face with the occasional nipple shot here.
Absolutely. Hey, we need.
real self. on, bro. You know me, cuz you know how we do, bro. I tune in, cuz I tune in. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I've been pretty busy though with work and stuff, but I still tune in, bro. Still show the love, always.
Mhm.
He said people try to one up on me on no reason. Nah, I'm trying to learn, bro. I ain't trying to one up. I'm trying to
They
give
try
out
to
good
one.
knowledge.
They try to one up you because they have small dicks.
There you go.
What?
That was you
I
heard it
said
from
they
me.
try to one. I said they try to one up you because they have they have small dicks.
See?
Oh,
That's usually what it's. That's usually what it is when somebody knows they don't know dick, or they're going up against somebody
oh,
that
okay.
does know their shit. You know what I mean? But
Uh-huh.
they're gonna try to prove that they know just as much or that they know more. It's usually because it's usually because they're just measuring dicks and they know theirs falls short.
Yeah.
Humble opinion, of course.
Look, the East Coast, with his brother. East Coast said me and Kelly tonight went in depth on Alabama. Yeah, I see. I was watching that. I'm gonna rewatch it though because I was preparing myself for the show. So what I mean. But I was engaged. You feel me, bro? So I'm gonna go back and watch that too.
Nice.
I like Alabama because I live in Alabama.
That's
But
my
they
daughter's favorite team.
you
Is
all
it
day.
Daughter's
really?
It's
team.
Yeah, but see, people know it's the U all day for me. University of Miami, the U.
I actually almost applied there too.
Yes, sir. Oh, for real?
Yeah, I ended up not doing. I told Mike about it. I ended up not doing it because the program just wasn't right for me.
I could dig it.
But yeah, I did look into it.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
Fucking
Yeah,
Indeed.
planes.
that's what he said. He said, bro knows. He said, your knows. When I don't know, I say, let me write it down. Yep. I'm just saying, let me do my research first. And I'll get back to you. Jack, salute
Thank
my brother. Brother Paul in the building. Salute, bro.
thank you,
Good
Angelo.
shit.
I
Nico.
try. And ECG.
Greater
Thanks.
Paul, how you doing? Salute back to you.
No, I'm just because I can see the comments too, so I'm just
There you go.
trying to like sneak in and acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of doing. Just
Yeah. No, no, you're
especially
good.
if
I
it,
just yeah.
especially if it says sack count, I
Oh,
just
we
want
gotta
to
get.
at least give him a salute back.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And then ECG,
Uh,
he's like, blue facts. He goes, it's not an ego competition. It shouldn't be, but some people make it one.
thanks. Yep. He the truth with it. Yeah, he definitely the truth. He the truth in the NFL too, bro. When you can predict other teams and that shit really happen, bro, it's like you ain't got no choice but to believe what the fuck he's saying. Like seriously, like you got to believe, bro. That's how me and ECG man. We got yeah, that's how me and ECG man. I was in the chat ripping him. Motherfucker, fuck you. Nigga, what you talking about, bro? You bugging, nigga. We finna go crazy this year, nigga. We got AP. He like, bro, sit your stupid ass down, goddamn. I'm finna tell you why you're finna not have a good season. And the nigga told
Well,
me, and then guess what I did? I said, ECG. I said, my brother, my bad.
yeah.
You was right.
Yep, that
I
same
was
thing
wrong.
happened to me on chat. The same thing happened to me on chat. Just in the chat, I was like, somebody was saying something. I said, "Well, I think this," and he goes, "Well, ECG said that." I said, "Okay, never mind. He said it." I am not even going to try to battle you.
He's definitely
Uh,
very different. So, yeah. Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying. Yeah, he's gonna be sick for you guys for sure. So, congrats. You sucked so bad, you got second. I'm talking about in the draft. Yeah, the San Jose Sharks are just they were just fucking trash, man. That's why they got That's
Dang.
why they got like one of the best picks in the NHL draft. Not that anybody here really cares, but you know what I mean.
Nah, I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. See, I ain't.
Yeah.
I,
It's a
I like.
sportscast now.
Oh,
I'm
oh
looking right.
yes, you're right. It is a sports cast.
Yep, it is. So I'm gonna start getting into that though. Like watching some.
Yay!
I just don't know
Awesome.
what I want to root for. See, I used to like the Penguins because I liked it.
Yeah.
Sidney Crosby, that was my guy,
Oh yeah.
man. That's my guy.
Absolutely. Sid the
Sidney
Kid.
Crosby.
Hell yeah.
When him and Ovechkin used to go at it, boy, they used to go at it. Oh yeah, I know a little bit, Blue. I know a little bit now. You feel me? That's
I'm
why I
so
changed.
proud. I'm beaming with pride here.
Yeah, I know a little bit, little something, something. You feel me? Just a little something.
I
You know what I mean?
Got to start somewhere. Got to start somewhere.
But yeah, I'm about to go back. I don't know. I might go back to liking the Penguins. I don't know how good they are. I mean, it
Shit.
don't matter how good they. I rock with the team. But
I was about to say we love the Raiders. Come on,
you said
man. You
they're
can deal
shit.
with the Penguins, okay?
I know, right?
How are the Penguins doing lately, Blue?
Shit.
Oh,
They haven't made the
like
playoffs in the last several seasons.
okay, so
Yeah,
they're down there.
yeah. I
They're
mean,
down
I
there with the
got them on my
Sharks.
blue. Like,
Wait,
yeah.
what is that? Oh, blue people hate
Let's
it
just
when I
hope we got a good pick.
and it's kind of how not Trump did.
I
Yeah,
can't read it.
absolutely. No, absolutely. I'm sorry, Europe. Go ahead. Because Mike can't read it,
No,
so
you
he
go.
wanted you to read. He said, "Blue people hate when
Oh,
I correct
yeah.
them. It's out." Oh, oh, I'm sorry. What?
No, go
Wait,
ahead. Go
what?
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He said, "Blue people hate it when I correct them. It's out of a place of I'm trying to help you, not trump you. I just want to be a resource. When people ego check me, I proceed to bury them. Absolutely, as you should. I do the same.
Absolutely, man.
I do the same
Well
thing,
put.
especially when it comes to anything
Well,
science or law related. Oh man, I will fucking steamroll you.
hey, and he will,
Or
and
hockey. Or
he
Yeah.
hockey.
holds
Okay, or hockey.
he
Yes.
holds no punches, bro. I ain't gonna cat.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
said he
and you
holds no.
absolutely shouldn't. Absolutely shouldn't. I mean, it's one thing to swing your dick around, but it's another just to put somebody in their place. You know.
Well, he goes. He said, "You be wrong this year, man." Yeah, let's hope he wrong this year. Goddamn shit. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
We don't need to
Yeah,
Please
go
be
Raider.
for
wrong.
years. We don't need to go back to back years, cuz. He's out. I get it. Yeah. Jack said, "Roll sound salute, brother." Yeah. Raiders. Yes, sir. Yeah,
Readers.
man.
Raiders.
Yeah, man. Sing it with me. Sing it with me. Yeah. Professional E in the building. You're.
Uh, professionally, thank you again. I've already thanked you a bunch of times, but thank you again for letting me know about what's going on with my IG.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Good look on that, bro.
I think
Rob
I think he
said,
quit.
Canada.
I think he got blocked. I think Professional E and D Menace both reported him, and now he's using his old name again. It still says "free me" at the end. He sent me a follow request, so I
Yeah,
checked it out. It was David something "free me," and I'm like, no.
Oh my God, I love that. ECG, love it.
yeah. He said, if I am, I am. It's not about being wrong. I mean, he said it's not
Right.
about being right. It's about doing the research and giving you an educated prediction with facts. If I'm wrong, that's fine. I embrace it. It helps you get better. Me too, bro.
Absolutely.
That's why I mean East Coast is on. That's why he fuck with me so every cool. We on the same type time. You feel me? Like
Hmm.
shit. I always say that when I'm wrong. When somebody be like, "Nah, it ain't this." Like I remember one time I said something. I think about Rasul Douglas, and DFAM looked it up and he's like, "Nah, bro, what's the name better?" I was like, "Oh, all right, shit, fuck it. Michael Hill better, cool, cool. Hey, I don't mind being wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I want to be right more than I'm wrong. You feel me? If that makes sense."
Yeah.
But Rob said
Or you'll
professional.
research it when you won't say nothing. You'll research it, and then Come on, the
Dang.
right answer.
Well, actually, Jacksonville gonna win a lot more games than I don't know.
Not against us.
I ain't, nah, we gonna beat them. Ray Paul, you think I get upset about that? He said, "I know we suck ball."
We're the steamroller homes. You got to
The
say something
fire.
wrong first, then I steamroll you. And it depends on how you say it. I mean, somebody could totally be wrong, and I can still give a polite answer and not steamroll you. But if you're going to basically call me stupid, then yeah, I'm going to steamroll your ass right into the fucking ground. And I don't mean you specifically. I'm just saying in general. That's how it is.
I'm just listening. I'm just.
She's
East
like
Coast
the
said
Beatles,
being wrong,
man. Go ahead. I'm
being
sorry, I
wrong makes me
interrupted you. I did
very
it
good.
again.
Wrong makes me better. Celebrate it because it makes my process better, so I learn from my mistakes. Exactly.
Yeah,
And we
and
don't
that's
go
the way it
around saying
should be.
redemption. You can ask Nav. Nav will tell you. I watched something 100 times and remember that shit. I
Hmm.
watch it over and over and over and over. I watch press conferences over and over. If they're an hour, I watch them again. You know what I'm saying? I got to know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You got to know what you're talking about. You can't be Wi-Fi willing it up and shit. I'm just saying. I'm
Well,
just
the
saying.
the benefit of being wrong or like failing per se, that's where you learn. When you're right,
Right.
when you're always right, when you always succeed, then you don't really learn from that per se.
Yeah, talk that
You
talk.
learn from your mistakes, yeah,
So
or at least you should.
Or you're an idiot and you don't think you're ever wrong, so you don't even know you made a mistake because you're
There's
never
that
wrong.
too.
Not
There's
either
that
one of
too.
you two or anybody in the
I
chat
can't
is.
stand
No, a
people
person, yeah,
who
a
think
person.
like I can't stand people who do that. Who think they ain't never wrong. Like motherfucker, what are you talking about? Like the facts is right in your face. And you saying you still denying it. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
It's crazy work.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy work. Real sound said ECG facts 100. Jack said blue coming. All right.
You want me to read that novel?
Yeah.
He said, "Blue,
Yeah,
coming the king." Huh?
how he just
He's
started off like coming to Kings. Like, come on, bro. Like, you gotta chill,
Yeah,
Jack.
I know. He goes, "Coming the Kings haven't done much either. If you don't win at all, you're in the same position as the Sharks. The Kings getting older, but the Sharks are now you. Oh, are now up and coming. I think is what he's trying to say. Uh, no, we're not all in the same position. You know, our pick was 24, your pick was number 2, and there's a good reason for that. Number 2, you were shit. That's why. And now, as far as the Kings getting older, yeah, we have some players that are getting older for sure. Absolutely, you are not wrong. However, we still got a lot of young guns on our team too that are only getting better. So,
Talk that talk, Blue. He's a
Jack knows I love him though. He's the best. After
John
Mike, of course.
did in the gap, learn from shit. Yeah, tell me about it. I don't even want to get on the John Gruden subject right now. That motherfucker, bro. Angelo, I'm about to check it right now, bro. Hold on.
Hey, Hell Raider, what's up?
Oh, what's up, Hellraiser? You made it. Cool.
Yeah.
Glad to have you aboard.
Right here. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There you go.
Oh yeah,
Everyone,
Angelo.
y'all having fun tonight. Oh, you know we always have fun over here. That no having fun shit is not allowed over here. You always
Yeah.
have fun on this channel.
Yeah. Just to let you know, Hellraiser, I'm up two on you already for the just chill, bro.
Oh yeah, he
You
got
gotta
one
chill,
off.
bro.
He got one off air, Hellraiser. How you get one off air? Crazy
Man, I
work.
see. I see some fun comments coming up for sure.
What we looking at? What we looking at?
The comments I'm like scrolling through. I think I should just wait on you though because I keep wanting to like answer them before you've
Go
even
ahead,
gotten
answer.
there.
What you,
Huh?
question? You talking about Jax?
Nah, they're not questions. They're just comments that I wanted to, that I want to react to. That's all. No, no
Okay, do
biggie
your
though, for
thing.
sure. Nah.
Do your
Where's the
thing.
Where's the flag likes his golden showers? That's okay. Nobody's perfect. And then and then poor Raider Paul, he goes Detroit Dead Wings all day. Well, he said Detroit Red Wings all day. Man, talk about another franchise that's gone into the shit. Oh my god. You guys used to be so fucking amazing. I love so many of the players from the Red Wings in their heyday, but oof, now, yikes. Sucks to be you.
Yo, why is she going in on y'all? See, I picked the Penguins. She ain't said nothing bad about the Penguins, goddamn. But y'all gotta pick better. Y'all gotta pick better teams.
Hey man, these are just my humble opinions, okay? Except for saying that Jack's team is shit. That stands. That is a fact.
I just sent it, bro.
Ooh, ECG. Ouch. You know what? I was rooting for some of your players, though. I really was. I'm sorry, ECG. He just said that he's a Dallas fan, so I'm like, yeah. There's a lot of players on that team that I really like. But oof,
Dallas,
yeah. The Dallas Stars. In hockey.
The hockey
Dallas
team.
Stars.
The hockey.
Yeah.
Not football.
Not football.
Because me and you're both thinking, wait a minute, he's a Jaguars fan.
Sorry, my bad. No.
I knew. I just wanted to make sure I was right with the name. Yeah, it was the Dallas Stars.
Yeah. No, I was rooting for them when poor Thornton was on there, and I knew it was going to be basically his last season because the poor guy was like older than dirt, but he's fucking an amazing player, at least in his heyday, and I'm like, ooh, this is his last season, so I'm actually kind of rooting for them. Nope, they ate shit.
Right. ECG said he a low-key hockey nerd, too.
Yay! Hey. I knew I liked you.
Hey, we might have to start implementing some hockey over this, John. You feel me? Yo, I ain't gonna cap though. One thing I like about hockey is in the playoffs, it get
yeah. They are balls to the wall, man. Balls to the fucking wall.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I wanted us to get Mitch Marner. So bad.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you, man. I totally get that. Robertson's he's all right. Oh wow. Oh nice, that's cool. Minor league team.
Because I knew that wasn't no what's the name going with. No NHL. Yeah, no. I was about to say what?
No, I'd have all sorts of fun nicknaming that team.
Oh, I'm thinking of them right now, man. I'm thinking on that. Do I really want the name the Hershey's?
Yeah, right? I'm like Hershey's squirts, man. Anyway.
Yeah, the Hershey Highway. I mean,
yeah,
there's
all sorts of fun stuff for that one. Let me see. Oh, yeah. You're not wrong. Where's the flag? He's talking about Patrick Kane. Like, Patrick Kane is actually one of my absolute all-time favorite players. And I'm a Kings fan, so that should tell you something if you follow hockey at all. But yeah, Patrick Kane is a sick player.
Is Sydney still playing?
Yeah, he is.
All right, cool.
Yeah, he's
my motherfucking guy, boy. When he first came to, he was shit.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely.
This motherfucker flying all through the ice.
That kid had, he had the speed. He could. Oh my God. Yeah, he was something else in his heyday for damn sure.
But I had to give respect to Ovechkin though, even though he was the ops. You know what I'm saying? Ovechkin was the ops. You feel me? I had to give him his respect though. Because
Oh
Ovechkin.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Look who we got here, y'all.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what up?
And he got the new. Hey, that hat is sick, bro.
Oh, this one, yeah, Captain Jack actually bought me this one
I like
when he came down here. Speaking of which, if I think I sent it to you, Europe, but if you guys haven't checked it out yet, yesterday on the Captain Jack Rackham channel, which is a show that I'll host for him at times, we had Lincoln Kennedy on the show. So it was
Ooh.
really cool to kind of get some of the insider information. Lincoln Kennedy's known Captain Jack for a long time, so he was it was nice to actually have Lincoln just give it to us straight, like give us the real thing, man. So a
Yeah.
couple of things that I pulled from the interview. Uh, it sounds like, and I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but it sounds like if the Colton Miller contract scenario doesn't get resolved by the time week one starts, we might see Thayer Mumford as the starting left tackle, from what Lincoln Kennedy said.
Yeah.
So that is a possibility, because I don't know if Colton Miller wants to play on his final year contract without any type of guarantees to it.
Yeah,
Right.
Right.
So that's kind of interesting.
can't say
Yeah.
as I blame him.
I hey, get this, Angela. I when I had season tickets in Oakland, um, I partied in Lot D. That's where we tailgated at. And he would always, before the games, after he retired, I saw him while he was still playing. And then when he retired, when he became the radio host, the color commentator, um, he would come out to the D lot and hang out. I got to meet that dude probably 10, 12, 15 times. I don't know, a lot. He was always hanging out there. Very
Yeah,
approachable, smoking his big stogie. Folding his, I asked him a question once. He goes, "Ask me your question." Puts his cigar in his mouth and folds his arms. So I asked him, "I have a question for you." He goes, "What's your question?"
Hell yeah.
Nice.
no, Lincoln is like just like what you're saying, Sacktown. He's super cool. He is very approachable. He actually has a restaurant here at in Henderson, Las Vegas area called the Angry Shack, and he actually broke news last night that I don't know if you guys have, because it hasn't been reported yet, but he said he was just going to break it on the Captain Jack show. So he's not going to do the play-by-play going into this season, because he's putting more time into the alumni association,
Oh,
and he's going to be a huge part of that. He also wants to spend more time with Raider Nation. So he's going to be doing more fan events where you guys can approach Lincoln. And then there's a couple of other things that he's kind of like. I know that coming up, he's going to be at Ricky's uh, to meet up with the fans. If you're in Oakland, oh my bad. If you're in San Leandro, in the Oakland San Leandro area, then he is coming up to that. He's coming to Ricky's here pretty soon, and then he said he's going to be doing events at the Angry Shack for the home games. Here, he'll still go to all the games, but he won't be focusing on the play-by-play. He wants to focus more of his energy on the alumni program, doing a bunch of foundation stuff, and spending time with the Raider Nation. So
Nice.
yeah. Lincoln Kennedy. I had another story about Lincoln Kennedy. I sit in row four of the black hole, so I'm only. But before the game, I go down to the front, and talk to Gorilla Rilla and shit like that, and his wife. And I, my daughter's like about 4 years old. She's on my hip, kind of, in her cheerleader outfit that Granny made for her. And I feel a tug on me. I'm like, who the fuck is trying to grab my daughter? It was Lincoln Kennedy. He was when he was still playing. it was before the workouts before practice, and he comes over and he starts grabbing on. I turn around and see who it is. I'm like, whoa! And he goes, "Oh, I just wanted to give your daughter a hug. She looks so cute." And I'm like, "Take her." And he wraps his arms around her. My daughter disappeared. I don't know if she's ever coming back.
So cute.
Nice guy.
And yeah, ECG, he's actually my favorite king too, at least right now. He's talking about G Dowdy. Yeah. But I do disagree that, first of all, it's Anson Kopitar, not Anton. But I get what you mean. I do not think that he's overrated, low key or otherwise. I think part of why he gets as much hype as he does is because of his leadership and his he is like the epitome of like a leader on the ice. And what I mean by that is like he's so supportive of his other teammates. He is like, a true team player is what I mean. So I think that's why he gets a lot of the hype that he does. But when they do hype him up, it's not because of like his goal scoring or his assists or blah, 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 blah. It's usually just because he's a phenomenal leader and team player. So agree to disagree.
Sounds like a Max Crosby type of guy.
Yeah, but Max Crosby's a little bit more elite in his position than Kopitar is.
Well, I'm just saying, the thing he's doing, he's racking up good stacks, but he's also known for his, helping other players out, leading them and shit like that.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think Max gets enough popularity for that.
Nah.
Yeah, maybe not. I was gonna say, I think it's largely recognized that he is, though. Huh?
Yeah.
Sorry,
crazy dude.
I divert.
Well, it's those people that throw out, his sacks are going down. This is going down. We should trade him. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Those people.
Yeah, but there's nobody in their right mind that's saying that, though.
Right.
Ask for the link, Paul. I didn't see you ask for the link. If Cole Miller doesn't get an extension, I said I like Grant a lot. He's not ready, bro. You talking about a 6th round pick, bro? He's not ready.
Oh, he meant to say underrated. Okay.
Who?
He's talking. Sorry, my bad. He's talking about Anze Kopitar. He thinks he's underrated, and he accidentally wrote overrated. Yeah, okay, that I can agree with.
Well.
I wonder if Grant's pushing him. Hell no. You're talking about a 6th round rookie in a 1st round draft pick, and somebody who's been solid at his position for like his whole career. We don't know what the hell we got in Grant. In Grant, he ain't ready yet.
Hey, what up, G?
If he was hurt,
nephew, what's up?
Hurt, that'd be a different story, but hell no. G-Fam in the building.
G-Fam.
Yeah.
Blue, what sports is it? Because Kenna's saying, so obviously hockey. I think I've gotten that. You're super into the hockey part, right?
Yeah.
And I know you got the skating thing going on, but in terms of watching like sports, what sports are you watching?
Hockey, football, and baseball.
Okay, baseball.
Yeah, and for those of you guys who don't know already, which I think a lot of people do, but my name, Blue, I was actually named after the LA Dodgers.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't pick it, but
The
So yeah,
Watchman's in the
So,
building, man.
Blue, did you grow up in LA? Then
I
your
did.
parents?
I was born and raised in Los Angeles, and actually both of my parents were as well.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Yep.
So how did you get into like the football part? Because
My,
you're not that
my
old. So the Raiders wouldn't have been there.
Thank you. My dad is actually a diehard Raiders fan. Well, truthfully, he grew up a Packers fan. But when the Raiders came to Los Angeles, he started supporting both of them, right? So he had an AFC team, he had an NFC team, and he just happened to bring me up with the Raiders. So yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Okay. That's
And,
cool. Because
With
I
my
was like,
child.
yeah, because I was like, I
My
know that when the Raiders moved back to
yeah,
the Bay Area,
yeah. And what, like
was my
92?
that was I was just 1 year out of high school at that point. I was
Oh,
still living there though in Alameda,
oh,
so
okay, yeah,
we were all super excited, like, yay, the Raiders are coming back. So then
yeah,
I'm thinking about you, and I'm like, there's no way you're that old, like you know. But, so, but okay, so then so he became like super into the Raiders during that
yep.
LA time. Okay,
Exactly. And like I said, he was born and raised in LA. So, and for whatever reason, he never took to the Rams. So
right.
yeah. So
He was
he brought me
raising.
up yep, he brought me up a Raiders fan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's
One of
cool
the
though.
Yeah,
That's a cool
absolutely.
story.
One of the few things he did right. So
My dad was a Raider fan. I became a Raider fan before I even knew what football was. And
yeah.
then
Oh, okay.
my daughter's a huge Raider fan. She's been to more games than most people, I bet, in the chat have been to, in the black hole even. And then
Don't brag. Don't brag.
my grand, I'm bragging for her. And then her daughter is my granddaughter is a Raider fan too. Well, she's not old enough to be a Raider fan yet, but she's got all the Raider onesies and the Raider shirts and everything else. She's raising her right too.
Just call it like it is. She's a Raiders fan.
Yeah, oh, she is.
Yeah, see, there you go. Do they teach her to cheer when the Raiders do well? That's the important part.
yeah.
She was saying last time I seen her a couple of weeks ago when
Mhm.
Clea and her came down. If I said Raiders, if I said Raiders, she would try to do it. She'd go, Raiders, kind of like that.
And
Yeah.
She's working on it.
It's all about the intent.
Yes, she
hold
has the
up.
tone. She just doesn't have all the letters yet. The R's are
G
difficult for kids sometimes. 2 years
G
old.
G fam. Look like we
Yeah.
done won a couple games, G fam. Yeah. I like the Yankees blue. The Yankees
The
blue.
Yankees? Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Wait, what?
She's got a nickname for everybody.
Only
Don't
the ones I don't like.
don't hate
Uh,
'cause
I
we
would
oh,
never. We beat their ass
hate.
twice. Why would I hate?
Don't
Thank you. Thank you for
hate
the thank you for the World Series twice. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
twice.
uh-oh.
Yes, twice. They
Don't
won
Uh-oh.
in 81 and just last year. So, yes, twice. You're welcome.
Hey, she better add a couple more championships. We talking
Hey
about
man,
the Yankees.
two out of two. I'm just saying, 2 out of
We
2.
talking about the Yankees. We talking
Yeah,
about the Yankees.
The Yank me's.
Turn-
The
turn-
Dodgers beat them twice in the World Series. Thank you
That's
very much.
fine. But how many does Dodgers got, and how many do we have? Let's
Nobody
talk
cares.
about it.
Uh-oh.
Nobody cares. What have you done lately?
Let's talk about. Hey, we
Yeah,
went last.
roulette.
Y'all beat
Roulette.
us last year. That's cool. Y'all beat us last year. That's cool. We shall have revenge. We shall have
I
revenge.
hope so. I hope so. That way we can whip your ass again and shut y'all up again.
Look, my man Aaron Judge, he finna come back crazy.
I hope so, man. He didn't do dick for you
Crazy.
guys. I mean, look, you got tons of players I would give my right tit to have on the Dodgers, but you know, what? I'm just saying, you know, in the day and age where we got like great implants and all that, I can afford to spare one. We're good.
Look, as long as y'all got, don't y'all got Otani?
Tiny what?
Ohtani,
Dicks? Wait, what?
Otani. Don't
I'm
y'all,
so sorry, Europe. I can't hear. It was like
don't
cutting out a little on my side.
the Dodgers got Otani? Ain't that his name?
We do have Otani, and he also did not do jack shit in the World Series. What a fucking disappointment. Just saying.
No,
I'm like, the
I'm
guy was
asking.
like
Don't y'all
unreal in the regular
the
season.
dude?
Oh, wait, what? Hmm? What were
Otani,
you
right?
asking?
That
Yeah, we have
that who you
Otani.
talking about?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you asked me about Otani,
Okay,
and then
that's
I was
what I
like,
want.
yeah. Yeah, and that's the one I was saying. I'm like, yeah, and he didn't do jack
Yeah,
shit in the World Series either. No. It was
well, shit.
Fisher who
Neither
won
did
that shit
Aaron
for us.
Judge. Me and Carlos Stanton. Yeah, me and Carlos Stanton and fucking Aaron Judge was no shows either. So.
Yeah,
Two of our biggest
exactly.
hitters.
Yeah, both of us got effed in that respect, right?
Were you
I
supposed to
mean,
do
we really
something, Blake?
that was like, you know what I mean? So it's cool. Fuck it.
For sure.
We gonna come back though. Hey, 50 and
Uh-huh.
41. At least we winning. We on the dub side, so
You got to start somewhere.
we got we got Seattle. No, we got the Mariners. Oh, we finna
Oh
beat
yeah,
them.
that should be a sweep for you guys for sure.
Yeah,
Easy
tomorrow.
4 games. Yeah.
Wait, Dodgers is playing. No, y'all play tomorrow too. Y'all play Milwaukee.
Yep. I mean, our team is
Hey,
actually
look,
starting to get
looks like
healthier too
we're
because they were
gonna
hurting for a bit. Yeah,
looks
and then
like
we
we're
head
gonna have
out
a
to
really.
San Francisco. Oh, sorry, what?
No, you good. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
No,
Oh
I was
yeah,
gonna say
San
like right.
Francisco.
Yeah, we head out to exactly. We head out to San Francisco right after that. We're coming for you, Kenna.
Hey, Kenna, how'd that Oakland A's San Francisco Giants game a few days ago? Wasn't it like 11-2 A's, and the A's suck?
Hey, real,
Oh yeah,
boy, real.
I know the
I ain't
poor
gonna
A's
lie, we
man.
got our ass whipped like the game before. It was like 2 years ago. They beat the
Well,
brakes off us.
I remember when we had like all of those injuries, the A's kicked the dog shit out of the Dodgers. It was so embarrassing. It was like 18-1 or something like that, something gross like that. I'm like, fuck me. I think Ray Charles was pitching that day for us.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous, man. Like,
Hey,
fucking
so
Dick kicked the whole bullpen.
oh shit. Oh my
Calling
bad.
it like it is, man. When my team sucks, they suck, you know?
Well, my A's used to be. Why I shouldn't call them my A's because I don't watch baseball anymore since I was
Well,
a kid. But
technically, they are your A's, though, Socktown, because they're playing over there.
And they're playing like
yeah,
ass.
yeah. But they used to be good because my dad used to take us to one game a year. You know, that's what we could afford, one Oakland A's
Nice.
game a year, and that's in the '70s,
Yep.
and
Oh,
they
yeah.
were kicking ass then.
Yeah, that was when you had that one coach, the one that movie Moneyball was made. Like,
What was his
what's his
name?
face?
Oh,
I brain farted on
the
his name.
introduced I am too, but he's one that introduced the elephant.
Yeah, and he like picked players like he was like all stats, like a total numbers guy basically, and it was really really interesting. Definitely spoke to my nerdy ass.
Look,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, Jack. I let my kids choose their own path.
There you go.
I wanted to be Raiders fans, but I let them choose their own path.
Who'd they
You
pick?
know, my son likes the Giants when he was 3. Well, my son likes the Giants. You know what I'm saying? We're talking football. So,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
just
figured
did
as
Raiders
much.
like that.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, same thing. My daughter used to be a Notre Dame fan when I had, when she was young. I had her. She'd do the Fighting Irish thing and everything, and then she went to Alabama. But that's
Oh,
what she wanted to do. So, of course. But no, she never left. As long as you don't leave the Raiders, I'm fine.
It,
yes, Raph, you're
I'm
not wrong. He goes,
and
Jack Kenna, love you, brother, but f the Giants.
And then
Awesome.
uh,
And then, yeah, and it was Brad Pitt, by the way. G-Fam and Hellraider was calling us stupid.
he sounds safe.
I was reading through the comments. Sorry, guys.
No, go for it. I was doing the same thing.
Hey, so G-Fam. Oh, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
No. It was. Go ahead, Angelo.
No, I was just saying because I know G-Fam's into the fight week. So this is a big fight week. It's the free boxing is on Netflix on Friday.
Yep,
That's the
I saw
first
that.
time that the United States is ever doing the all women's card. They had Alicia Baumgartner today on the
Wow.
pivot.
Mm-hmm.
They showed Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano. They actually had a couple of free fights at, I guess it's called the Oculus, but it's kind of like the new World Trade Center now. Over there in New York. So that was kind of cool. If you guys want to check that out on Netflix, on
absolutely.
YouTube,
I love watching the women. Whew.
Yeah.
Those
So
girls
that's
are
on
badass,
Friday.
man.
Yeah. That's definitely like this is me and Turf were talking about this on our show, the Knockout Canvas, where I think the difference is in boxing with or even in MMA with the women's, both in boxing and MMA. It translates exactly the same. There's like this whole argument with, well, why doesn't WNBA get that much ratings? They play really good basketball, but to the casuals, because WNBA doesn't have the dunk factor, and in the regular, in the regular NBA, they want to see these giants dunking and doing crazy big athletic moves. Now that's not me. I do watch WNBA.
But they do now. I mean, like. I was actually at the game when Lisa Leslie dunked.
Right. But I mean, just I'm talking about on a common level,
on a regular basis. Right? Yeah.
No, now that's not me saying it because I actually do watch the Las Vegas Aces and I like anyways, right? So and again, we won championships here, so I like everybody there, Asia Wilson and whatnot, but. When Turf was saying it, what he was trying to say is that with boxing, it doesn't matter. Like women's boxing is every bit as exciting, if not arguably more exciting than men's boxing.
Yeah, depending on what weight class. Yeah,
and they have more action and they throw more, and that's the reason why this Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor fight's happening.
Dude, yeah.
It's just insane. There's bloods and guts and the whole bit, and again, I don't even have to promote it. If you guys, number one, it's free on Netflix, so if you're not doing anything on Friday, I'd highly suggest you just turn on your Netflix and watch it. But secondly, if you want to watch the first two fights, they're for free on YouTube anyways. You could go watch it. They're promoting it right now, and the first two fights are definitely worth your time watching how crazy close and blood and guts that whole match was. So that's Friday. And then on Saturday, if you're only watching the free stuff, UFC Fight Night is on Friday. So that'll be free on ESPN. And then there is boxing, though. That's what I've been telling Europe about, which is on the Zone. And that's with Shakur Stevenson, William Cepeda, Berlanga, Hamza Shiraz.
Oh, cool.
So it's pretty big. It's a pretty big week for fights in terms of your Fridays to Saturdays.
Fun fact, my cousin fought Layla Ali.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, she got her nose broken in the third round, meaning my cousin did. But my cousin was also the first woman ever on the cover of Grappling magazine. And she was an American gladiator.
Oh, that's dope. Who's your cousin?
Erin Toughhill.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Really? That's amazing.
Yep.
When I was active coaching in the boxing world, I met Erin a couple of times at the gym. She's super nice. Yeah, she's super nice.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, Erin Toughhill, man. She's a G. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Little bit of family pride there.
Yeah, no, and women's boxing's been around for a long time, and
Oh
this
yeah.
the issue has always been that even when I was in it, the main promoters in the U.S. just they weren't understanding or they weren't pushing that there are so many great women fighters across the world
Sucking
that
asshole.
yeah, well, what it took was it took MMA actually. So it first
Yeah.
started with Strike Force, and I don't know if you guys in the Bay Area remember this, but one of the first huge women events was when Cyborg fought Gina Carano. That was in
Yep.
San Jose. That was a huge thing, and then that kind of started the ball rolling. And then Ronda Rousey fought
Jesse.
Misha Tate in Strike
Yep.
Force, and then Dana White got into it, and then that kind of blew up
Yeah.
the UFC world. And honestly, got GFam, if you were asking me, like people always talk about, well, who do you think's the greatest in the MMA world? And I'll give out some stuff, but for me, man, one of my favorite people I've always watched, watching her live, watching her train, is Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes,
Really.
if
Oh,
we're gonna go,
yeah,
if
yeah.
we're gonna go
She's a
statistical
badass for
facts,
sure.
man, and when people go, oh well, John Jones is the greatest, I'm like, well, statistically speaking, if we're gonna
Yeah.
go with no controversy, no drugs, no nothing, just straight up went into a league and beat everyone, that is everyone. It's Amanda Nunes. You have to always say Amanda Nunes is one of the greatest UFC fighters of all time. So
No
yeah,
doubt.
no, yeah.
Oh yeah. One of my favorite female fighters, and you would probably know who she is, Angelo, is Lucia Richker.
Oh, okay. You're talking about Lucia. I'll recorrect it. So it's Lucia Riker, right?
Oh, Riker. Thank you.
And Lucia Riker
I was
actually
thinking of the
not
hockey
only
player.
yeah. So not only do I know Lucia Riker, but when I was at Wildcard, she was there coaching some people up. She actually coached one of the best female champions that we've seen in the last 10 years. But Lucia Riker, and it's sad because it doesn't oftentimes gets talked about in this generation. But if you
Mhm.
really do your history and you study it, I'm telling you guys, the greatest female fighter of all time is Lucia Riker. Lucia
Dude.
Riker was beating
Yeah.
people down in Muay
Oh
Thai.
yeah. I
And then when she
remember when
went
she
into
had a
boxing,
32 and 0, 32 and 0 record. I remember
yeah,
that shit. Dude, I had the
yeah, no,
biggest crush on her back in the day.
yeah, Lucy Riker was small. She was in the 130, 135 division, but
Yeah.
she was knocking everyone out. She
Oh.
was like Mike Tyson for women. She was so amazing. And
Oh
and
yeah,
then the
dude.
coolest part too is that Lucia Riker actually, and I don't condone this just because man, it's rough, but Lucia Riker was so badass back in her day that she challenged the male Muay Thai
Yeah, I don't agree with.
like contender.
Yeah, I
And
didn't
that
agree
was
with that
rough
either.
because she was doing pretty good. But I mean, again, man, if you pick I mean, again, this is just science. If you take a
Yeah.
135 male and a 135 female, the
Yeah.
male is going to have advantages, and it's kind of not fair. It should be more like if you are gonna do like a male versus female, there's got to be like a weight disparity, like a
Yeah.
135 female versus like a 108 male or something, or a 105. Just because what happens
Yeah.
is
No, I
if you
don't
weigh a
disagree with
certain
you.
way, you have to add like most of the time when you make weight, you have to for
Right.
men you add anywhere from 10 to 15 pounds above that. So a
Hmm.
105 fighter could actually be weighing like 115 to 120. So
Yeah.
they're already much bigger, anyways. But yeah, no, Lucia Riker is amazing,
Oh
amazing.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, hey, Blue. I don't know if you know this, man, but the man to your right there, my left, it, he goes, well, I was a coach. No, he wasn't just a coach in boxing. He worked. He won't say this, but I will. He
Huh.
worked with the Mayweather family.
Ooh.
He worked
Uh-huh.
with under Freddie Roach.
Holy shit, dude. I
It
bow
was it,
down
it
to you.
was
Yeah,
a fun
see, you
No.
don't
time.
like we always
Background in Europe, no, I never really like to talk about it because when people really just want to know, this is kind of like if East Coast Gridiron is still listening, this is the thing is like I never really have to flex because when somebody says I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to boxing, I'll just go that's all right, that's cool. But go ahead and Google search Angelo Reyes boxing coach for me. Do me a favor and
Awesome.
just and then when they Google search it, they're like, "Oh, my bad, bro."
Yeah. I'll shut the fuck up now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, I'm not trying to pretend like I'm right or my opinions will be right, but if you're going to ask me a technical question,
Yeah, that's
then I'm going
different.
to give you a technical answer
For sure.
based on what my past knowledge was, and my
Yeah.
past knowledge doesn't suck, as Sackdown already knows, and
Yeah.
everybody else who's paid attention to it, they already know.
Thank you,
You know,
Jack.
I always I always bring it up because I know you don't. And I think that's something to be proud of. I'd be boasting about it. I'd be carrying a sign. Yeah, I used to coach under Freddie Roach. I used to
Yeah.
coach Floyd. I worked under
Man,
Roger Mayweather. You know,
No, I'll tell you what it is I think that, like, I mean, it depends, right? Like, we kind of had this concept where we always believed that if you're kind of peacocking too much, then it probably means you're not that good as a teacher. Versus if you just teach, then people are going to know, and if people want to learn from you, then they're going to want to learn from you. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like just ingrained in you. You never talk bad about other coaches, but then you should never really brag about what you've done either. You should just let the work speak for itself and let it be. And honestly,
well,
bro, Mike, like when I was in it, I was, you really get enthralled in it. I think that all the other players you'll ever talk to or other coaches, they'll say the same things. You get really into the job, so you don't really think about it until like way later on. Like now, I can look
yeah.
back and go, those were kind of fun. That
Angelo,
was.
can you see the comment right there from GFam?
He's got Texera. Are you talking about Wonder Boy? That's my guy, Steven Thompson, Garcia. This is his picks, I think, for this week.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he's saying it's a let
all right, now if you're
Amanda.
saying Texera to beat Derek Lewis, I like Texera, but man, I can never go against my guy, man. Derek Lewis, that's my boy. So Black Beast could still beat Steven Thompson. I think still got a lot in him. So Wonder Boy, that's not bad. I could see those. Happening.
And they said Amanda is the best woman
Amanda.
right now.
Well, Amanda retired, but she's unretired. She's so badass, she's unretiring to fight the current champion. so,
Oh wow.
But he
she
also thinks
retired like 2 years ago, and now she's unretiring to go fight the current champion. Raffle
Well, he
now.
thinks
'cause
Kalo.
Raffle-
Yeah.
Oh, Rafa in the
Oh, there you go.
Hey,
building.
what up, Raph?
Hey, how's it going? Salute to
Crazy.
y'all.
How are you
Good. How are you doing?
See,
Well-
so GFam, real quick, GFam believes that Kayla will beat Amanda, and that's where I have to disagree, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real, man. Amanda Nunes is gonna come back out of retirement, and honestly, Kayla in a 5-rounder, I think Amanda Nunes is gonna knock her out, bro. So I'm sorry to say it, and I love Kayla Harrison, but she's getting knocked out by the Queen, man. Go ahead, Rafa.
I just wanted to tell you salute to everybody else. And to be honest, right now, the UFC card in Nashville is like definitely great, especially to Derek Lewis, because I know the Teixeira, because we're talking about Lewis versus Teixeira, because he has only one fight in the UFC. He's already getting the main event. Because you know why? Because they're really desperate for anyone to be like an exciting prospect at heavyweight. Because Thomas Pinot has already win over the most of the top 10. Because it's like the smartest play, because they have finally recognized that the heavyweight division of the UFC is a light support. Because I don't mind throwing like prospects or rank opponents with that situation, which is the worst case. The rank gets to the guy, justify his spot, and the best case, you have new blood. Because I don't like it a real busy, well-populated divisions, because that's you, because you randomly like destroy some prospects. And it's kind of like you needed at the heavyweight championship. But I know they still gotta fight it. It should be like really fun. But I got my money on Derek Lewis. Round number 3, knockout.
Wow.
Derek Lewis, yeah. See, so Rafa's picking Derek Lewis, and like I said, G-Fam, man, I can't go against my guy. I just know Derek, so I can't go against my guy, man. Derek Lewis, I hope he wins. I know he's 40. I hope you win, bro. I hope you win.
Hey, Hell
He's
Raider,
40?
I did hear about that. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Blue.
Yeah,
Go ahead, go ahead,
yeah,
Blue.
he's 40. I was just reading Hellraiser because he's like, no one. He goes, anybody hear about the UFC? Oh, potentially the UFC fight next year on the White House lawn. Yeah, I heard about it. I think it's
Oh,
stupid. I think it's a crock of shit, frankly. But that's my
What?
humble opinion.
Yeah,
That there might
and
be a,
Hellraiser.
What?
Yeah,
they might be
I honestly
endorsing.
don't think they'll do that because logistically, that's kind of
Yeah, that'd
crazy.
be.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I don't think
Security
it,
and everything
it will
else.
happen. I think it was just a weird rumor and somebody talking out of their ass is really what I think. Again, humble opinion.
yeah,
Yeah, no, it might have been because I think the president actually said.
It was. No, it
Okay.
was.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
was him.
Yeah. But I mean, again, man, like I don't know. I think that the
Yeah.
biggest issue that the UFC is dealing with right now is two things. Number one, there is not one American champion. All the champions are all from outside the United States,
yeah. They all.
which has
Yeah.
never happened before in the past. So that's the first problem. And the second problem is Dana White's getting into boxing. And if your boss is promoting
Wait, what?
Canelo
I didn't know
Crawford at
that.
Allegiant Stadium, then I don't know how much more time your boss is going to get a. I'm not saying Dana White's leaving. I'm just saying that Dana White's splitting his time now with promoting boxing. And when Dana
Yeah.
gets into boxing, it's really going to get even
Yeah,
more eyes in the U.S. So yeah, somebody
yeah,
better come correct.
Yeah.
yeah.
We're
That's
having.
exactly. Because I'll hold on a minute. Because most of the championship at the UFC, they're like all the different countries. Because they have one from England, which is Thomas Pinot, Magomed Ankalaev from Russia, Dricus du Plessis from South Africa. They have two Australian champions, which is Shakhtar Madalena and Alexander Volkanovski. They have one champion from Brazil, Alessandro Pantoja. They have Ila Topuria, Marat Debashili from Georgia. They have only two. And the women division, they have Valentina Shevchenko. They're a strawweight from Saint Whaley from China. There's only one American champion, which is on the women's division, which is Kayla Harrison from bantamweight.
Oh,
Yeah, because she just
Hmm.
beat Juliana. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
I was gonna say, damn, we have like the opposite thing going on in hockey. Fucking Canada hasn't won in 20 years.
What the fuck?
Uh,
Yeah, they haven't. If you look it up, it's a crazy stat. You're like, oh shit, balls.
You mean
That's
no
gotta-
Canadian team has won in 20 years?
Nope, they've all been
Really?
American. Yep, they've all been American
I thought the
teams.
Maple Leafs were good, Blue.
I know. I
Been
thought like
good
they were
at
the
this.
best in the world and shit. Man.
No, they haven't been good in even longer than that. Don't even get me started.
oh my god! I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
no.
gonna really start it at all. I'm not gonna really start it, but I mean, I understand that. I understand there's a lot of Canadians they love the hockey, but I know that seems like there's there's so many teams in the United States. There's so many teams in the United States that are really better. But
Oh
I
yeah.
think, yeah, but I think that some Canadians. I mean, I understand that Canadian it's like much basically they love hockey because they have like those fans coming up there. They speak in like English, they speak like French, but
Yeah.
I really understand because the last time we just saw like well, I think that was the last time that we see like the Canadian like taking over like the team. Well, because if I don't remember this, I mean, the last time we just saw like a Canadian win a Stanley Cup. I don't know if you
Montreal.
guys. Yeah, that was
Montreal.
What's
Montreal.
good?
Yep.
What's
That
good?
was
Good.
Montreal. That was 1979, and since then,
Yep.
from the 80s, from the 90s, from 2000 to 2010 to 2020, they're all Americans. So there's like, what the fuck is happening with Canada? I mean, I thought that Canada was playing better in hockey. So they're just like, well, guess who? Because over the 40 years, USA, they just conquer all the hockey sports.
You know what the thing is, Rafa, is that because hockey is like a worldwide sport in the U.S. Even though yes, you're right,
Uh-huh.
we're American teams, we still get players from all over the fucking world, including in Canada. So we have a shit ton of Canadian players as well, like Drew Doughty, for example, who's one of the best on the Kings right now, or really in a long time. But anyway, he's Canadian. You know what I mean? A lot of the best players play here, and we have
Exactly.
players like from Russia and stuff like that. I mean, they just The only team that Canadian team that can really compete with the U.S. right now is Edmonton.
Hmm.
Everyone else can suck balls, and they do.
Oh man.
Hey, Europe, can you put up that GFAM question from earlier? I missed it. Then you clicked off of it. You see it? Yeah. So, yeah,
Oh.
Oh, John Jones.
I think it's just a lot of smoke, GFAM, just because. And again, I can only speak to people if I met them personally. When I got a chance to be around John Jones during one of his training, he was super nice, like the nicest guy in the world, super humble. He was like picking up my kid. He was awesome. But the controversy is the controversy, and he's got that controversy going on right now where he fled uh, an accident scene. Um, then there's the steroid stuff with when he fought Daniel Cormier. So I don't know, man. I think that Tom Aspinall for heavyweight, he just needs to move on. The problem again, and Rafa will tell you this. The problem is there isn't enough mainstream stars. So you're naming one person, right? You're naming Tom Aspinall, and then there's no one else. So then you have to name John Jones. Like I would love it if Cyril Gahn and Aspinall would fight, but again, you need big stars. You need stars to be able to fight each other, and that's kind of the thing. So I think John Jones is just saying it for smoke and mirrors, man. I don't think he's
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you really something about like the situation, because all over the live streams that I just made on Combat Club about like situation of Tom Aspinall versus John Jones happening or not happening. I mean, it's all about smoke and mirrors. It's all about rumors. Because if you guys remember, because that was 3 days ago, Tom Aspinall he just speak louder of the current state of the heavyweight division because he was quoted. If you look 5+ years ago, just like the main battle at the top 15 was incredible. There were like guys like Cain Velasquez, Fabricio Bertum, Junior Dos Santos, Alistair, Steve Miosic. The list goes on and on and on, even though who's heavyweight, who is not. Because even looking like at the travel like at the top 15, they never see it like before. Because there is like a reminder that they need to sign more heavyweights from the other, like homegrown, and there's possible because there's so many of them because there's like a limited number of heavyweights. There's sabotaging yourself to trying to go all being building up for like those guys because half of those divisions are the heavyweight and light heavyweight as well because probably they're gonna be figured it out. Probably it's gonna be like the worst or everything, but it's been costing like a privilege of being like monopoly because they barely promote their brand and the rest of the fighters who became bold enough to demand a fair slice of the pie. Because the only fighters that blow out the rest and they're also like marketing themselves. Because the heavy division is supposed to be like the money division because it seems like beyond repair. Like all these guys are heavily invested in it for like years, have gone for like missing in action because the best guys won't end up fighting Espinal. John Jones would end up fighting him for sure. Francis Ngannou is relegated to Premier Fighting League, which is like Premier Fighting Championship. So essentially, we have a division, and somehow none, none of the top guys are ending the facing each other, which is unheard of the UFC and the MMA because everybody just gonna end up beating up tomato cans without super fights.
Hey,
Oh
so
yeah.
GFAM, I'll address that one with that was
Ardell.
good though. I mean, you would probably understand this GFAM because you train in jiu-jitsu and your son's training in it right now.
Mhm.
So what Kayla did, it was pretty slick. She took Juliana Pena to the cage side, right? And then she was like, it looked like she was setting up for a head arm, but then I think that was the decoy because Juliana was trying to use her left hand to kind of like defend from the head arm so that it doesn't get happen. And then when Kayla got her on the Kimura, the problem at this point, and you know this, GFAM, is she can't straighten the arm out because the cage is right there. So I wouldn't say it was an ass kicking, although I will say that it was really slick. Like jiu-jitsu wise, it was very slick how she did that. So, but I'm sorry, man. I still honestly believe Amanda Nunes is she's just in a different level. I love Kayla and I love everything she did at PFL, but Amanda Nunes, man, Amanda Nunes is like the Mike Tyson of that women's division. She's crazy. She's very 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 strong. Hard to see anyone beating her, bro. Hard to see anyone. The only person that ever came close was Valentina Shevchenko. So,
Hi, Ardell.
Hmm.
hey, Robert Pena.
Hey, how's it going, Robert? Salute to you, Robert.
What
Oh
is this?
man. Oh, this is like the YouTube channel for what are these super fans? What are the super fans of the Raider Nation? The super fans. So that's right.
What
Hell
Let me
Raider.
was it? Violator, or Gorilla? I mean, or who was it?
Oh yes, yes. It is. It is. It is.
Oh,
Violator.
Yes.
Okay.
Hell Raider. Yeah. No, you did say hi. I think. Hi. And I know you weren't
Hi.
calling. I know you weren't calling us stupid at all. I when I said that, I said it as a joke too. So, thank you. He was
Uh,
Oh
talking
man.
about when we were talking about the Oakland A's. He,
oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah, because we couldn't remember that it was Brad Pitt who was in Moneyball.
I still have yet to see that movie.
Oh, come on,
I
Sacktown.
know
You
it's a
haven't
good.
seen that movie
I
yet?
know.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Blue's been
good.
on my ass to watch that movie. I don't
Yeah,
watch hardly any TV anymore. Except football season, and I watch football games. But other than that, I really don't watch TV.
yeah, I get that. It's your team though. Come on now.
No, it's not really my team.
Look,
Well,
Yes,
they're in
it is.
I think
Sacramento,
you
but no, I used to watch the games to keep, do the scorecard and everything for all the batters and what they did and all that stuff. But then I got into pop order football and I didn't care about baseball anymore.
oh yeah, I hear that. That's
What's
why I've
that?
said Jerz reach out to the violator to make an appearance on the show. I can do that.
He's been doing shows.
I
I've
got
seen
him
him
on
on a couple
TikTok.
shows. Yeah. He's been doing a couple show podcasts too with other
Oh.
podcasters.
Okay.
Wayne Mabry, that's his link up for his IG. That's his name.
I put up that link you're on the Lincoln Kennedy. If you guys want to check that out, the Captain Jack interview with Lincoln Kennedy, it's pretty cool because he ends up letting you know a lot of the kind of the
Where you put it
insider
at?
things. Um, kind of lets you know some of the insider things happening with OTAs. It's pretty cool.
Mm,
Where you put
Um.
it at?
I put it on your on the YouTube. I don't know why it didn't show up. It's right after Tom announced yesterday, but for some reason it doesn't show up. It's in between Tom announced yesterday from GFam and Hell Raiders. Yes, he is Ardell. But I don't know why it didn't show up on your thing. That's
mm,
weird, bro. On your live on YouTube, it's totally there. Let me see if I
mm.
could.
Just checking
I
them
don't know
out.
why it
Just checking them
didn't
out.
show up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here, I'm putting it up again on YouTube. You see it now or no?
Oh,
That's weird. I put it right after the thing. That is the strangest thing, man. It's totally showing up on your when I'm watching it on your podcast or sportscast on YouTube, but For some weird reason, it won't show up
Right.
on the thing. I don't know why. Here,
Oh,
try
okay.
it again.
Um, I don't
Does it
know.
not let you? Does it not let you promote other channels or something? Kind of
Uh,
weird.
no.
Uh,
Probably just put up something.
Here,
okay.
I'll give it to you on the private.
Um,
I'll
oh,
send it to you on the private chat, bro. I don't know why it's not showing up on the regular comment.
right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Robert Pena, too. Yes,
Mhm.
indeed. Yeah, that's my channel right now because I'm gonna bring like because here's the thing because this weekend I'm gonna promote like well just like a watching party for UFC on Nashville,
Wait, right
so
here.
I'm gonna stay ready and I can't wait for the football season coming up there.
Hey,
American football,
Angel,
right?
send to me on IG now.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Okay, just checking.
That's funny.
I understand that Blue is checking in. I understand because I'm gonna bring like a lot of flavor of my thing because I know both languages, which is totally
Certo,
great.
certo.
Yeah, there you go.
Mio padre mata italiano.
Well,
Yup. Molto bene, ve?
molto bene, bambina, molto bene.
Oh, grazie mille. Hey, for those of you who don't know, I just said that my dad is half Italian.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, and we're saying it's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Funny thing
So
is,
you
I'm the only
totally
one
know how
who
to speak Italian, then, huh, Blue?
say what?
You know how to speak Italian.
I'm actually a polyglot. I speak a lot of languages, but yes,
Oh
Italian is
yeah.
one of them.
Oh,
Yep.
Italian is one. What else? What else can you speak?
Portuguese, Spanish, German, and French. Once in a while, English.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Portuguese. Yeah, Portuguese and Spanish are
Portuguese.
different. Wow, that's awesome.
No, I love Portuguese. Portuguese is probably
Oh,
one of my.
you mean
I
like the
love
Portuguese?
Portuguese.
I mean,
Português.
Yeah.
Sim.
Yeah,
De
yeah,
Brasil.
like Portuguese from like Portugal, bro, or Spain.
No. From I speak no, to be clear, I speak Brazilian Portuguese.
Oh, Brazilian style.
The accent is different.
Okay.
I mean, and I can speak like a little Catalan, but not very well. Like it's tough for me to be consistent with the accent.
Oh.
Oh my god, fucking hell, Raider.
What'd he say? What'd he
What
say?
an ass. He goes, "Did you hear about the new Italian tires? They go wop wop."
Oh
Oh my
shit.
god.
you got to chill
Oh
already.
my.
You got to chill, bro.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but I understand about like the Portuguese, but it sounded like this because the accent it's like very. They say,
Yeah.
yeah, it sounds like this. Se começar ajuda você a fazer isso com uma voz e vibração.
Sim, me entendo, sim.
Ok, ok. Falar entender,
Fala.
boa noite.
Ah? Fala português, muito bem.
Eu entendo. Eu
Sim.
entendo, meu amor. Eu entendo, meu amor.
Oh, grazie. Obrigado.
So, Raf, what is
Yeah.
it that you speak? Is it Portuguese that you speak, Raf?
Italian.
Spanish?
Yeah, it's a Portuguese that I speak because there's two countries who speak very Portuguese, which is Portugal and Brazil, which is very close to Venezuela and Colombia, which is in part in the South America. So that's why, because I have like a lot of homies, well, from South America, which is Colombia, Venezuela, Brazil. Also, there's Argentina, because the accent that you can hear it is very incredible, but it sounds like not that really fast, but it sounds like really incredible.
Yeah, the accent is very different. I noticed
Yeah.
that because like my family, well, the Spanish side of my family, they're from Spain and from Mexico, excuse me. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
but when I hear people speaking Spanish, say like in Colombia, the accent is so different. It almost sounds like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have an
yeah.
Italian spin on it. It's really
Yeah.
interesting, but I love it.
That's awesome. So, but Raph, you're
Where's the
Venezuelan
flag?
though, aren't
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Mas
Uh,
falas português
Where's the flag? So
e parla italiano, sì?
okay, okay. But this is going to be this way. Señora y señores, por favor, inscríbase en este canal. Es muy bello.
Oh, okay.
I got about 4 words out of that.
Oh, my God. Come on there.
I ain't getting nothing. I ain't getting nothing. I ain't getting
I
nothing.
knew what I know what bueno means, and he said a couple other words. I can't remember what they were, but I knew what those
he,
meant.
he was speaking
The
Portuguese.
common, the common one,
Yep.
common
That's
ones. It
true.
was,
That's true, G fam.
it
Yeah,
was, there
absolutely.
was
It
some of the
is true.
words are the same as Spanish, and I know el poquito español.
Yay! You got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
You got to start really something. Yes,
Exactly.
indeed. All right, so folks, I gotta. Okay, so folks, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm gonna out of here because right now I had to set up those streams, prepare for the watch party of UFC on Nashville. So I just wanted to tell you really something very quick. I just wanted to tell you, salute to the chat, salute to everybody else. Capitan Rafucho is in the building, and I just wanted to tell you, like it's something like really Portuguese. I just wanted to tell you, well, just let me just say, oh, Capitão Rafucho, enviarle salutaciones. Boa noite a
Oh,
todos los que
sim,
están presentes.
sim, certo.
I have
That's
no
cool,
idea
Raph.
what you
I'm
said, but
fucking
Hey,
Italian.
Raiders, motherfucker.
Ciao.
Yeah,
Supposed to say
and I just wanted
Raiders.
to tell, yeah, this is Raider Nation, motherfuckers. And one more
Bye.
thing in Portuguese. Those Chiefs fans, váyase pa'l carallo. There you go.
See,
translate.
same.
All right, have a good one, folks.
That's funny. Thanks,
Ciao.
Raph. Wow. So you speak all of that
Raiders
fluently?
in Japanese, Robert. No, Robert,
You-
he
you
goes
speak-
Raiders
you-
in Japanese.
That's cool. You speak it all fluently, Blue?
I can read, speak, and write them, but I'm not 100% fluent in all of them. No.
Wow. That's crazy, though. Is it just because of how you were growing up? Like your parents made you study it all?
No, you would think so, but no. Both of my parents only speak English. I mean, I know a little Japanese, but I would never say that I speak it. I know like a couple words here and there, but my dad speaks a little bit Japanese, and obviously he speaks English as a primary language. I just when I was in school, I did take other languages, and I noticed that I picked them up very, very quickly. Some people just do, and I became really enamored with it. So yeah, I just started picking them up, and I do have family that live all over the world, so that made it a little easier too. I have a cousin who lives in Switzerland, but he does also speak High German, in Germany they call it German. If you live in Switzerland, they call it High German.
Right. Right.
But and so my cousin speaks High German, so I can speak with him. That he also speaks Italian, and he also speaks French. So
I hear
that's
too
very
that
common, huh?
yeah, I hear also that in Germany they don't call it Germany, they call it Auschwitz or
No, you fuckface. They call it Deutschland.
Deutschland. Deutschland. That's what it is.
Deutschland.
Yeah, they don't call it Germany. They say it's Deutschland. Yeah.
It's Deutschland. Yeah, and also like in other languages, for example, in Spanish and Portuguese, and I believe even in Italian, they all call it Alemán.
Oh. All right.
It's
cool.
yeah. There's different names for like a lot of different countries that we wouldn't normally think. But yeah.
I barely know English well.
Like I say, you got to start somewhere.
No, hey, funny though. My like English is really like the hardest language because it's so fucking confusing, bro.
It's one of
All the
them.
other languages, yeah, it's like you got all your different weird ass rules, the I before E, except after
Yeah,
C,
yeah,
and then they got all of these weird words for different things, and
yeah.
Every
yeah,
And
language has stuff like that, though. We're a Germanic based language. The hardest language to learn in the world, if it is not your first language, is actually Swedish. And the reason why is because Swedish has no rules. You basically memorize words as you grow up. So if you
oh wow,
don't speak, yeah, so if you don't grow up speaking that language, it is incredibly difficult to learn.
wow.
And I do know a
So
couple Swedish words, but yeah.
the Swedish, the in on the Muppets, the chef guy.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. The Swedish chef.
Okay,
That's exactly it.
that it. All right. Yeah,
Uh,
Ardell, that's true, bro. You do have to
yeah.
be. I try to explain this to people about Tagalog all the time because I grew up in the Philippines. So then when I see other people who didn't grow up there and they're trying to learn it, I try to explain it to them. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, man, even with me, it's the weirdest thing, because the majority of my life, and obviously coming into the U.S.
Hmm.
And doing the education here, you learn English, so it's English,
Sure.
English. But if I
Yeah.
listen to Tagalog for like, let's say, 48 hours, it's like I'm right back there and I could totally like I understand it fluently, but then I can start to speak it. And if I'm in it for 2 weeks, the accent starts to come back. It's because just like your Ardell is saying, you have to be immersed in the culture to
yeah,
understand the language. You can't just learn the language.
No, he's saying that basically to become fluent, you have to be immersed in it. You can still speak it without that. I have a few friends here that speak German. That's what I speak with them. And so you don't necessarily have to live in the country per se to to become fluent in a language or to learn a language. It just your fluency will pick up. And so he's saying if I was immersed in it, I would pick up and become fluent in those languages very quick. And GFAM, to answer that, he's saying all romantic languages are easy to learn because they're very similar. I have to argue that while yes, they're similar, that is actually a hindrance. The reason why is because since they are so similar, their alphabets are pronounced differently, but they use the same freaking alphabet. So you will, like you noticed, I don't know if you noticed, but when I was talking to Rafa, I kept mixing up the languages, and part of that is because they're so similar. They're written the same. Sometimes they have similar words for similar things, or they mean something completely different. And so keeping it straight to one of the languages can be actually very challenging. Just FYI. And a lot of people I don't think realize that part.
Sorry, I had to dip out real quick. Apologize.
No worries. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured you might have been doing some romantic language, bro.
I
I'm
was,
just
yeah,
messing
to
with
some. I'm hungry. I ain't eating nothing all day today. So,
you. Okay.
sorry, but what did I miss?
No. We were just we've been talking about the different languages that Blue knows how to speak.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got like all these languages.
Yeah, GFAM. Smart man.
You see, you're always right, Blue. Yep. Women are always right. Ain't no lie about that, brother. Ain't no lie about that.
So
Yeah,
then,
I'm starving.
Blue, you'll talk hockey totally, right? Like you totally get it all the way through.
Hockey's actually my favorite sport. Don't shoot me, anybody in the chat. But yes, hockey is my favorite sport, hands down. It's not even close.
So it's interesting because you said you grew up in Southern California, and I'm
Yeah.
like, unless you were you like watching the LA Kings a lot, or did your parents take you to those Kings games?
I was watching the LA Kings play. I fell in love with the sport. My dad started taking me to games.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
And
And then
then
ever
Mighty
since then,
Ducks. Did you ever get into like Mighty Ducks?
of course, come on, man, of course. But
Okay.
I mean, that doesn't mean I ever adopted the team. I mean, they were
Right.
always the rivals to the Kings. But yeah, I just fell in love with that sport so freaking fast. I really, really did. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, it's just my favorite. It's fast. It's all heart. These guys are fucking mean. Oh my god! And the skill set that you need to play that game is fucking unreal. I just
Yeah.
love it. I just
It's
love it.
definitely a very like most people don't understand that for the amount of time they have to stay the conditioning that they have to have in order to
Yeah.
stay in the rink for that long, and then you're ice skating, plus you're moving a stick, plus you have to have the coordination to be able to
Yeah.
maneuver the ball, plus you have to be able to play with the different lines. You're so
Mhm.
the chemistry. It's
Yep.
very much an ultimate style of a team sport.
And
That
all the while avoiding a human Zamboni coming after you.
right.
I
Right.
mean,
No, but it's true though. Like
bruh.
getting hit is horrible. In
Yeah.
hockey, it's
Yeah, and they're
horrible.
like, oh they wear fucking pads. I was like, bitch, do you know how thin that shit is? Where you're
And
getting hit?
you
Yeah,
better know how to box. You best know how to box. Cause they gonna put you down, but I tell
Yeah,
you.
and
dude,
that's actually one of the cool
you're
things about that
enforcers.
sport too is that the officials allowed the fight to go on. I asked them before too because there was like a couple of hockey players that did some boxing matches when I was in Toronto for events, and I would ask them. I said, "So why is it that in hockey they let you fight?" And I guess the theory is that the refs kind of want you to just get it out of your system, like go ahead and get it out of your system until it's time for them to stop it.
It's always been part of the game. They just changed all they did is they did change the rules and like how it can go and when they'll stop it. That did change, but it's always been like that, and it was not because of the refs. It's literally just part of the game. Yeah.
You just fight. It's just one of those things. You
Yeah,
just
it's literally in the rule book. I mean, dude, like if you ever like the Broad Street Bullies documentary, woo, and then like I'm telling. Oh, anyway, I could talk hockey all day.
no, go
But
ahead.
anyway,
So the Broad
no,
Street Bullies is a hockey
the
documentary.
the Broad Street Bullies is all about the Philadelphia Flyers when they first came to Philly in the early mid 70s. Those players, oh my god, like even when they did an exhibition game, to put it this way, they played the Russian team to as an exhibition game, right, against the Philadelphia Flyers. They fucked them up so bad in the first period, and by fuck them up, I mean duking it out. Fucked them up so bad. Team Russia actually refused to come out for the rest of the game until they told them, if you don't play the rest of this game, you are not getting paid. So it kind of proved they were a little more capitalist than they were trying to prove, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wow.
these guys were brutal, and they ended up winning the Stanley Cup twice in a row when everybody was like, "Who the fuck are these guys?" And yeah, they just dominated in the fighting ring. It was nuts. One of my favorite players, actually, who played for them back in the day, he was a boxer, and he got a rash of shit. And actually, it changed the rules of hockey for the goalies. His helmet actually had boxers on it, and it also
Huh.
said Broad Street, had Broad Street, and had some of the Broad Street Bullies on it. And his name was Ray Emery. And oh my god, I was genuinely sad when he passed away. He was so young. Anyway, moving on. But he actually came out of his crease. Him and Holtby from the Capitals came out. Holtby wanted no part of it, and Emery just fucked him up. And
Huh.
that changed the rules. So now, if goaltenders leave their crease for the sole purpose of fighting, they each get fined and they get game misconducts as well. So
Wow.
yeah, that changed it up a few seasons ago, maybe more than a few seasons ago. I think we're talking like 5 seasons ago, something like that. Don't quote me,
Wow.
but yeah, I absolutely loved Ray Emery, loved him, nicest guy too. I mean,
and
So
blue,
can you tell I
blue.
loved all the enforcers? Huh?
Jamie Benn is the Canadian Holyfield. Okay, Ardell.
Oh, Ben. Ben is a fucking bad. He is a big boy, man. He plays for Dallas. They call him Big Ben.
What's the average kind of like size for a hockey player? Like,
Good question. I really don't know. I know it's over 6 foot though. Like I think
okay.
I believe
And
it's like 6'1",
and then
maybe
what's
6'2",
the weight?
but
Like, do they have to weigh like 200,
they don't
210,
have to. No. There's no weight minimum. I mean, there were guys that were like in the high, the high 100s, like 170, 180. Like Gretzky was not a big dude. He was like, I believe, like 5'9", yeah, don't quote me on this either, but I think like 170 or something like that is his biggest, if that. You get
Oh, really?
yeah, you don't get as many now because the game has changed so much. Yeah, Ardell, yeah, they kind of range all over, but like typically, a lot of your forwards, a lot of your wingmen, these are all the guys that are basically your scorers, if you will. These are the offensive players. A lot of them do tend to be a little bit smaller than your defensemen, but that is not always the case. Like Ovechkin, for example, is fucking huge, but he plays both offense and defense. He's a center. So, it does vary, but there were a ton of guys that I can name that were actually kind of smaller, but they were the guys that you definitely didn't want in your zone, put it that way. These were the
Yeah.
So
scorers.
Well, it
Ardell is saying,
sounds a lot like.
What?
oh,
Sounds a
sorry.
lot
Go ahead,
like
Mike.
what?
Go ahead. No, I was just saying,
So,
go ahead,
It's
Mike. Go ahead. Go ahead.
sorry. I was just going to ask Blue a question. So it sounds like in hockey, it's a lot like football. Depending on what position you play,
Yeah,
you're going to have different heights, different weights and stuff for.
yeah, exactly. And Ardell, not to correct you, but Zdeno Chara was actually 6'10". Big
What?
mother. Yeah, he was the biggest athlete.
So he
He was the
plays
biggest.
hockey? Is he the goalie?
No, he was a center as well, I believe. I'm brain farting a little bit.
What?
And get this, he wasn't even an enforcer. I mean, he could fight, but he was not an enforcer. And actually, he was the team captain for a while too, and actually broke a guy's neck unintentionally. But I remember because against a guy named Max Pacioretty, he played for the Canadiens, and he was only like 22 years old at the time that it happened. And Chara initially was potentially facing criminal charges. Pacioretty refused to press charges against him, but Chara basically had checked him in a spot where the player's bench meets the glass, and he got him like right there, and
Oh,
it broke his neck on the ice, and yeah, and they carted him off. But get this, not only did he heal and recover from that injury, he came back to
Huh?
fucking play hockey.
Damn,
wow.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
far.
oh
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. And
What?
that kid was like no joke either, serious balls as well. Oh yeah,
So,
thank you, Ardell. He was a defenseman.
so Blue,
I
then
thought,
you
yeah,
know, so you're growing up in Southern California, and you're getting into hockey, and then you get into football, right? And you like baseball. They name you after the Dodgers. You're telling me with all that action, you never once got into boxing during that time?
I never said I didn't.
Oh, okay. So when you were growing up, who like I would assume you're watching HBO probably, HBO boxing, right? Because you couldn't have been old enough to have watched it for free on ABC like me and Sacktown Mike over there.
Yeah, no, I don't
Wide
remember
world of
it being for.
sports, man. Wide world of sports.
Yeah. So for you youngsters, your boxing used to be totally for free, man, and they would totally show it like the regular NFL back in the day. And then cable TV happened, so the boxing network became HBO. So that would be like where
and
Blue
and
probably
Showtime.
and Showtime, of course. But really, come on, Mike, we know that it was HBO.
I know the difference. Yeah, because
Right.
that's
I
what I
love,
Right.
was watching. Because that's why I bought those two premium channels was for boxing.
Right.
and to
Because
answer
I
your
was
question, Angelo, I was a huge fan of the Klitschko brothers.
Oh, get out of here! So you're totally watching HBO boxing. Okay.
I like
All
them. I
right.
yeah.
remember they got.
I remember the Klitschko brothers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, how could you forget? Come on now. I
Oh, I
remember
know.
I remember I got to see Tarver versus Johnson. That was a fucking mean fight. That was great. Um, those were like, I mean, obviously I know who De La Hoya is and all of those guys as well, but
Right.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
even though arguably sometimes the heavyweight matches are not, or even light heavyweight matches are not necessarily the most entertaining because because they're slower,
Yeah.
but
I like the middleweights
nothing
and
beats.
shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, I like those for the women, But dude, for the guy, like, I love me the heavyweights. I just do. Nothing beat watching a fucking knockout when the guy, bam, like fucking right up your nose or right on the jaw and knock your shit out. I loved it. I still love
So
it.
Blue, what? Let me ask you this: so the
Mm,
Klitschko times, then obviously they retired. So when did you
yeah.
kind of stop paying attention to it when it wasn't on because HBO stopped and Showtime then stopped. So like
Well,
right around what time did you what time period did you stop watching it?
I would honestly say it might have been right around then. So like I kind of fell out of it when
Yeah.
I initially moved to Vegas, which was in 07.
Okay.
So like
Oh
kind of
seven.
right around, yeah, kind of right around that era. I When I moved, a whole bunch of things happened, life happened, right? So I just kind of fell out of it. But
Right.
but other things that were more accessible, meaning free. If it's free, it's for
Right.
me, right?
Right. Right.
That's what I paid attention to. That's what I watched.
Hey,
Okay. So,
check this out, Angelo.
hold
I
on
was
real
at a
quick, Mike.
okay,
Hellraiser,
sure, sure.
the fights are on Friday on Netflix. It starts at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, I used to work for a moving company for a while. We were in Nevada somewhere. I don't remember which town it was. It was Reno, Vegas, or Tahoe. But and we were in this restaurant having breakfast, and Hector Camacho was there. Macho
Oh,
Camacho.
I
Oh, that's
remember
awesome.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
so I got to meet him, and everybody's
Oh,
going up for autographs and everything, and so he's like going. They made an announcement in the restaurant. Hector Macho Camacho he was the day after a fight, so his eyes were like half swollen and shit. His nose didn't look right, but he won the fight. But he goes, he went out to the car, opened up his trunk, and he had pictures that he would sign for everybody.
oh,
And in the restaurant recooked him a hot breakfast. So basically, he just wanted to get it all done, so then he'd go inside. But instead of just snubbing
mhm.
people off, he was doing it in the restaurant. So he went outside and yeah, signed
Okay.
autographs and all that kind of shit. He was, because he has a bad reputation,
Right.
Yeah.
as a flamboyant, boxer or whatever. He was a really nice guy, man. Very nice guy.
I
That's
mean, the
awesome.
media puts out what they want you to see.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Man, that is what it is. My dad actually
Well,
got to
he was
play.
always pretty. He was always pretty fancy with
Yeah.
his
Oh, absolutely. He
boxers
was
and
a
shit
showboat.
like that. Very flashy.
He was a showboat for sure. I was gonna say my dad actually got to shoot dice with De La Hoya.
Oh
Oh,
wow,
cool.
Yeah,
neat.
Yeah. I
I
bet
was
that was
not
fun.
there.
Did he
Yeah, my
win the
dad.
money?
Yeah, my dad just said that he was a cool guy. Oh, whether or
Okay.
not he went, oh, I don't know. This was like a bazillion years ago. I have no idea.
Okay.
But he had just told me about it. Yeah.
So
Oh,
then,
that'll be
so
cool.
then, Europe, yeah. So if Blue Europe stopped or kind of fell out of boxing in '07, then I could understand like, and you love heavyweight boxing. So around that period, it could have been a little confusing because we don't have Lennox was gone, the Klitschko's
Yeah.
were gone, things
Hmm.
were kind of like going around. But then I'm surprised I mean, of course it wasn't for free, but you never got into Anthony Joshua, huh? Never got into Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder.
I
Oh,
do
I
remember
love Deontay
Wilder.
Wilder, man.
Yeah, I was about to
What?
say I remember Wilder.
Alabama, right? He was from Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama, yeah, but you never got into that era because that's the era
Sure.
now. When you say '07, and then obviously during that time, the fights that people were still talking about is Floyd, Pacquiao,
Well,
right?
yeah,
The
yeah.
glamour division. But
Hmm.
but like you said, a lot of it is on pay per view. It's a little inaccessible for your normal fans. But when it comes to heavyweights, like Deontay, that was the Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. That's kind of
Yeah.
how Klitschko left, and then those guys took over.
Yeah.
But you never got into those three, huh?
I mean, I was kind of falling out of it right at that time. That was also kind of like when I was moving. I mean, that was just to give you like a ballpark year, so it might have been like
Right.
right around that time. I
Yeah,
mean, like
yeah.
I actually got to watch the Tyson fight, Tyson and Holyfield fight. You know,
Oh, cool.
yeah, I remember. I remember Butterbean,
Yeah.
Butterbean, the
dude.
Butterbean,
The
the
funniest
king of the
fucking.
four rounders.
Yeah, I was about to say one of the funniest things, and I can't even remember the guy who he was fighting. You might know Angelo, but I remember when he came out of the ring and the guy just bam, just one hit, and it was the first hit of the fight, and fucking Butterbean goes down to a knee, and the fucker just sits there and grins. It was like the funniest fucking thing. He looked like Kingpin. It was hilarious. I mean, for
Yeah.
people who follow comics, that's who he looked like. He looked like Kingpin.
Yeah,
He
no,
was cracking me up.
Butterbean was definitely he was an attraction. He can really punch though. Like
Oh
Butterbean,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah. I
he
mean,
was
like,
yeah, he was a hard
I'm,
hitter for sure.
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
but
And
yeah.
he would never fight a fight over 4 rounds.
so I want to answer this for GFam and Hellraider. So guys, what you do is, and Netflix probably isn't showing it right now, but there's what we and I've shown this to Europe before when you're watching boxing. So there's the free preliminary undercards that they show. That starts at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And
On
if it's not showing on your Netflix yet, it's probably because it's under Netflix Sports on YouTube. So if you go to Netflix Sports on YouTube, you'll probably see a live that says upcoming on Friday, and that starts at 3 p.m. Pacific. And then the main card, which will then switch to Netflix, will be at 5 p.m. Pacific, I think. 5 p.m. Pacific, so 8 p.m. Eastern time. But
remind
yeah,
me again.
check out
What
Netflix Sports.
remind me again? I don't have Netflix. That sucks. Remind me again when that all women card was going to be.
It's this Friday. So
Oh, that's right.
I'll send you the link for the free portion, and then you could try to find it on like one of those other streaming, whoever is showing whatnot.
Yeah.
Or honestly, Sacktown, they'll probably be showing at a bar, man, or somewhere over there in Sacramento. I'd be very surprised if they're not showing this card because it's a pretty the whole idea that Netflix is doing right now is to bring people like Blue back, you know, accessible, free,
Yeah,
makes it
for us
easy.
commoners,
So, yeah. So, well,
for
no,
us
no, no.
common folk.
So it's funny, Blue. Like you know how you talk about hockey. So
Mm,
I this is what I was, and Europe is one of the fans that are caught in the United States, but unfortunately because he's not outside of the U.S. He doesn't get to see it the way we all get to see it until I started showing him how to do it. Outside of the U.S., boxing is a top 3 sports globally. They talk about it on regular news.
oh yeah.
So it's like they fill out stadiums. Like that's
Yeah.
like a boxing match isn't like in a dinky little 5,000 seat arena. It's in 30,000, 60,000, ninety
Well,
thousand
yeah,
seat
but I mean,
stadiums.
they even sell out MSG.
Oh, no, it's
So
not
it's
even
not.
MSG. No, it's Blue. If we sent you, like when I started sending Yerp some of the stuff, he's like, that's crazy. Like just this year alone, it was 67,000 at
Oh
in
fuck.
April
No, that's huge.
for Chris Ben or Chris Eubanks versus Connor Ben. It was 96,000 for Daniel Dubois versus Anthony Joshua. That was in September. Like these I'm talking stadium shows. So the big
Yeah.
one that Netflix is doing for the casuals, not
Hmm.
I wouldn't say commoners, but the casual
The
fans, right?
plebeians.
Yeah, the casual fans who can start to kind of see it again.
Yeah.
They're doing the Allegiant Stadium September 13th, and they are expecting to sell that out. I know they've only announced Canelo Crawford, but when you start
Yeah.
to hear some of the undercards, it's going to end up being one of
Oh,
the
that's gonna
events.
be a fight,
That's,
man.
that's gonna be,
Did you
yeah,
guys
that's
see that
going to be.
Hellraider? He goes, funny. I just nicknamed my uncle's dog Butterbean on Sunday.
Oh, that's cool.
Having that name come up, that's such a random name. That's so funny. And Ardell, yeah, Jerome Ginla, man. I used to love him when he played for frickin' Calgary. Oh hell yeah! Like I said,
Okay, so
I
this is a
love
hockey
those
fight
enforcers.
then.
Sorry,
Okay.
yeah. I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, I love the enforcers. I mean, I still do, obviously,
Hey,
but huh.
Angelo, you ought to Blue if you want to get more, see more fights and stuff. What's it called, Angelo?
I
Angelo
usually
Reyes
just, I
Boxing
just
Channel,
yeah,
and he
no, it's
sends
just
out
Blue.
alerts.
Yeah, Blue. If you have Instagram, you can follow me on
Yeah,
Reyes Boxing. And
I
what I
already do.
do Oh, do you? I need to see it. Dang it! I'm the
Yeah,
worst at this.
yeah,
My
no
my
worries, no
Instagram
worries.
does this weird thing where it won't allow me to follow new people until like I don't know, man. I don't know if there's this weird ass limit to how many people you can follow or something like that.
No,
Because no, I trust me, man. I tried to press
really?
follow on a bunch of them, and then it gave me this weird ass warning.
Oh,
Let me
that's
see if I could.
weird.
Let me see if I could see where you're at, and then I'll send you some of these fights.
For
Let's
sure.
see.
Oh,
Darn it.
Hellraider, you are not wrong. Poor Yerp. He's like, Yerp hasn't said much tonight. What's up, my man?
He's hungry,
I,
and he's
I,
hungry.
He's eating, man.
oh
He's
yeah, no,
shoving some groceries down his throat.
still getting all in. See, I don't know much about hockey and stuff, so I'll be listening and trying to soak in everything. So I do my
What'd you say,
research.
Mike?
For
Shoving what down his throat?
Groceries means he's
Oh,
eating.
oh, 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 my bad. I'm sorry. Like I said, I need adult supervision, man.
Hey, Blue, which one is your Instagram?
It would be under Blue Richards. Like
Okay.
if you
Yeah.
see a picture of somebody with like really Sapphire Deville, like if you see somebody with super obnoxious neon hair, it's me.
Okay.
And actually, Europe, that
Oh,
comment
see,
from
look,
Ardell.
watch. Look. I got you. Watch. When I press
What?
follow, watch what
Yeah.
happens. See, it says right here on my thing. It goes unable to follow. You've reached the maximum number of profiles to follow. To
What
follow
the heck?
Sapphire Deville, you'll need to unfollow someone. So I got to go
Oh,
through,
that.
and then, but even though I've unfollowed a bunch of people, like it's still so. But I'm going to send you a message that way you can we can connect. And then since you love heavyweights, I'm going to send you this one. You know what I'm talking about, your because you because Blue doesn't know. So when you watch this, Blue, you're gonna get right back into it. You're gonna be like, "Oh my god, that's so amazing!" And
Should
that
I thank
fight,
you in advance?
I was telling Europe that just happened 4 weeks ago. That heavyweight
Oh,
fight that I sent him that he can't stop talking about, that
okay.
literally just happened 4 weeks ago in the rain in a soccer stadium.
Oh,
You see the crowd like
yeah.
all wearing hooded rains. Like
Ponchos
it
and
was
shit.
insane. Yeah, it
yeah,
was insane. It was insane. But since you love heavyweight boxing, that's the one
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, these guys
Appreciate
are around. It's like, yep, heavyweight
appre-
boxing is better than it's ever been, Blue. It's
appreciate you.
crazy with
Appreciate
a lot
you.
of young talent.
Hellraider goes giggity, and then G Fam's like Blue never missing a shoving down your throat comment.
Mhm.
Thanks. I try. Hey man, a dirty mind is a terrible thing to waste. Waste not, want not, I say.
I know that's real.
Right. And Europe, I know you said you followed hockey. Like, was it only like the time frame when Crosby played, or did you like follow it before or after that?
I mean, it was like in spurts.
Oh, okay.
It was like, you know what I mean, a little bit before, a little bit after. Then I'll start watching it, then I won't watch it. You know, I'll watch it and I won't watch it. It was like off and on. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
Because I
Do you?
was so really like it was just really like Raiders.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
the focus on most. You know
Sure.
what I mean?
Yeah. I get you. I get you. I was gonna say, do you remember watching like Jeremy Roenick or Mario Lemieux?
I heard of them.
Okay, that's a
Right?
start.
Yeah. I heard of them.
They're like
I
some of the
knew
best players to ever play the game, but like Mario
it.
Lemieux was one of the like yeah, definitely down in history for the Pens for sure.
Nah,
He was like
fact.
really big in the 90s. Yeah, he was really big in the 90s, but just checking.
Yeah.
Long before Crosby came along.
Nah, facts. Definitely facts. Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard it. I heard of them.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You're sorry.
No, you good. I heard of them and stuff like that, but
Okay.
you know, what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm a football guy, so I really like. I'll show some interest, but not like full potential interest. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, I got you. Yeah, the part of the reason why I asked is because I know a lot of people that follow the Pens, especially like even to this day. They followed them a lot, like in the late 90s, well, mid late 90s. That's when they had some of their best players, you know, and like I was saying, Lemieux, Yager, that
Yeah.
duo. Whew, yeah, good luck against those guys for sure.
Yeah, like I got a homeboy. He intro- he introduced me to soccer and shit. That's how I started. Like I always played FIFA, but because I like playing FIFA. I just like the game.
Yeah,
But like watching it, I'll watch it. I'll catch a soccer game here and there. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
uh, but my homeboy Cash, shout out to him. He's from Romania
Ah,
and
okay.
he lives in Romania now. So
Yeah,
tells
very
me
cool.
he tells me about because his favorite hockey team is I mean not hockey, soccer
Soccer.
team Stour. If y'all
It.
know Stour,
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. I do watch the World Cup, but
yeah, we've been watching. So he introduced me to World Cups. So every
oh,
year
okay.
we watch it and everything. So yeah, when we keep
Fucking Chief M. Did you see that, Europe? He goes, don't ignore my joke, Europe.
I don't know what do you say. He said Yuri doesn't know how to swim, so he doesn't even F around.
That's
No,
funny.
yeah,
That's
no.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga. Nah, you wanna know something crazy, yo? So my homeboy, right? It, in Jersey, when in the winter it gets real cold. When it gets real cold, there's a lake, in the big lake. It'll freeze up. So it's this long behind thick branch pause, and he was like, "Yo, we can slide." So we were on the ice, we chilling. I heard a crack, man.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh hell nah, bro, I'm out of here, dog. Like I was like a cat. I don't want no parts of this, yo. So I hurried up, and then I got stuck because the ice had broke on me, so I had to hang on to the branch. And I'm hanging on
Oh.
to the branch, and I'm like, yo, if I fall in this water, dog, I swear.
Did you shit yourself?
No, I just had to like. What happened was like I don't know, like I was climbing like inching closer and closer until they
Yeah.
like got me and stuff. I wasn't that far, but in that situation, I feel like I was far. So I'm like, bro, if I fall in this water, I'm gonna be mad as hell. And I'm definitely my pops is definitely gonna be mad because I gotta get in the car with
Ah,
him.
nice. More worried about getting an ass kicking than falling in the fucking lake.
Yeah,
Ay.
nah, the ass kicking part, I wouldn't have to worry about my pops. It's more my mom.
Well,
My mom was the one that did more of the ass kicking. He just
yeah.
gave me a big lecture. It's cool though, You learn
I
a
get
lot.
that.
Hey, I was gonna ask you, Blue.
Mm.
And I sent you that fight already.
I saw it.
But
Thank you.
so since you graduated from UNLV, can you still technically get the free UNLV game tickets, like for football, baseball, hockey? Because I
I
heard
get,
the hockey team won the national
dude.
title.
They did, and actually, they might even be getting granted NCAA because they're a club hockey team right now. But they've
Oh,
been
I
on a
don't know what that
fucking
means. So
tear,
that means they
dude.
don't count, or they do count,
They
sort of.
do, they do, but it's like a step below NCAA.
Okay, all right.
There's like a lot of club hockey, college club hockey teams, and a lot of them will play against NCAA teams. These guys did, and like they played against Ohio. Ohio's definitely an NCAA hockey team, right? Um, but but yeah, they've won and they have absolutely slaughtered some of these teams. It's pretty insane. And so it may actually be changing. They may actually join the NCAA now. And
That's cool.
to answer your original question though, as far as like whether or not I get free tickets, no. I do get heavily discounted tickets because I am an alumnus, so I do get discounted tickets for that.
But they don't give it for free, like when you were going. Because remember when you were
When I
going,
was,
they would give it for
well,
free.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I was going, yeah, but not now.
Ah, What if
Yeah,
you what
yeah.
if you took a class just to pretend like you're getting your master's on something?
I have my
She's already
master's
got her
already.
master's.
Yeah, that's
She's
what
going
that
for a
MS stands for.
PhD.
Yeah, that
Oh,
MS
okay.
right there. It stands for Master of
What else
Science.
can you get after master's?
A PhD. That's what I'm doing right
Oh,
now.
oh, okay. Well, see,
Yeah,
so technically you're a student if
but
you're
not at
trying to get.
UNLV though. Not at
Oh,
UNLV, and that's what I've actually been doing. So a lot of the times when you don't see me on the show, it's because I've been working on my application letters,
got
and
it.
yeah, those are no joke. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, the
yeah,
PhD, obviously, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. So as an alum, they'll give you a discounted ticket,
yeah,
boo, but they won't give you that free ticket that they were giving when. Oh
yeah, they give me a nice
man.
middle finger on that one.
Uh,
Yeah, they're like so long
is the
farewell.
discount like what, like 20% or some bullshit? 25?
Yeah, actually no, I think it's like 30 or 40. I don't know. I don't
Oh,
remember because the last time I went, I didn't pay for the ticket. My buddy paid for it because we were playing his team. And it was
oh,
a
okay.
huge rivalry game. Yeah, he went to UNR. So,
Oh, yeah,
yeah. And so he was not
that's
happy
funny.
about that.
Yeah, the Reno
We kicked the
sucks.
dog shit out of him. It was
Oh yeah, no,
beautiful.
Reno's terrible.
Oh yeah.
Ben, what
Oh
it
yeah.
do?
No. Huh? What'd you
Now I
say
was
here?
talking to
Oh.
Ben. He just came in.
Oh, what's up,
yeah.
Ben?
Hey
Today,
Raider Ben.
So no, that's what
Ben,
Europe gets to have over there in Alabama is that college feel is dope. That college football feel.
Which one? What is it
which
Well,
one?
tied to
which college are you closest to over where you're at?
Huntsville, right?
What is this? Alabama A&M.
A&M. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Huntsville is the
I'm
one.
right. 20 minutes. I can just drive straight to Huntsville. Yeah.
Well, Huntsville is the one that one of the ones I'm applying to right now.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. Spanx. And I will say, they don't have an NCAA football team, but they do have an NCAA hockey team. And there's a current hockey player that graduated from there.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
is it
far
that
be it for me to
UNLV
look that shit up, but
UNLV doesn't
Uh-huh.
have a PhD for what you're trying to go
they
for?
absolutely do. But and I will be applying there if I get shafted from these three colleges because it's very expensive to apply.
Right.
So if I get the middle finger from these three colleges, they're like, "No, you're too stupid. Get out of here." I have three other backup schools that I'll apply to after that, and UNLV is one of them. But the reason why I spaced it the way that I did is because UNLV and a couple of other schools, their application deadlines aren't until December. These other schools that I'm applying to are sooner than that, and I can start sooner than that. So
That's cool. That's a good plan. And I'm going to be curious. So technically speaking, if you do end up back at UNLV to try to get your PhD, that would then make you a student, correct?
yes,
So
it
you
would, and then
should
I would
be
get those tickets. Yes.
Okay. All right. All right.
Our player hater degree from Hill. Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Our
You going
it
there?
ain't gonna be it ain't gonna be long, Asmo. We're gonna have to call her Doctor Blue.
Oh, Dr.
hope
Blue.
so.
That's true, actually. The
I-
PhD would make
I
her a
hope
doctor.
so. Yep.
That's cool.
Exactly.
That's cool. How long, once you get accepted, then Blue, how long is the process to get the PhD? Is it a 1 year, a 2 year?
Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. That you're adorable.
No.
It's like going to school all over again. It's like another. If you are mega ambitious, it could be around 3 years, depending on the program. But for what I'm going for, it's probably going to be closer to 4, maybe even 5.
Wow.
Yeah, put it this way: a master's program, generally speaking, can take 2 to 3, and again, depending on the program, right? But for what I'm doing, yeah, it's probably going to take closer to 4 years.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's cool though. That's
it helps
cool
to be a nerd.
Yeah. No. I mean, definitely. Like my wife's really into education, so
Good for her.
no, that's definitely a cool thing. But it is a lot, man. You guys go through a lot of fucking tests and shit.
Oh,
you know.
well, no. When you're at the graduate level, if you're in a master's program or higher, No, you don't get tests. I have not had a test since I was in my undergraduate. In graduate school, it's nothing but writing. You look at empirical data, you look at the science, you write papers. That's all it is. It's like they give you a prompt, they say discuss this, support it, argue against your colleagues, blah 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 blah. It goes back and forth. But yeah, all you do is write. You read and you write.
Wow.
There are no tests. There are no tests.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Man.
but it suits me really well if I do say so myself.
No, that's awesome. No. That's great. That's great. No.
Hey, Angela, she's actually read one of her letters that she wrote to me on the phone one time, and I'm like going, "Holy shit!" I mean,
Oh, thank
what
you.
I could understand, it was really intelligent. And she also read me one of her professors that wrote, what do you call it? What do you call
Letter
it,
of
Blue?
recommendation. Letter of
Yeah,
recommendation.
letter recommendation
Yeah.
for her. That was amazing. Well, she read that one first, and I'm like, well, that's incredible. And then she read hers, and I'm like, going, well, those are pretty close. I mean, as far as the intelligence level, but
Thank
from
you.
my meager uh, upbringing.
No, I appreciate that so much. Thank you. And actually, the paper that I read to you from me was my application letter. So that's not my
Right,
papers that I write for schoolwork. Just
right,
to
right, right.
clarify. Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's awesome. That
thank
is so
you.
cool.
Thank
See,
you.
school. I didn't get that chance to go to school. My
I
brother
didn't
did.
either.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also not for everybody. It like here's the thing. Like I was telling Mike earlier too. Smart, intelligent, whatever. Yeah, they have two different meanings, but really, just because it's formal education doesn't make that person any smarter or more intelligent than somebody who doesn't have a formal education. It's not an even measurement. It literally means that I have more facts in my head and I can use them and whatnot. But if you taught another person who has no formal education, if you teach them that same stuff, they're assuming that they're on the same cognitive level, they're gonna get that as well. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like
Right.
I never say like, oh, I'm smarter than anybody, because it's not it's not about formal education. It is not. You
Right.
know.
Right. Now keeping it real, Europe, man. During that time, I wasn't. It just like what Blue's saying. It isn't so much that I wouldn't have been able to because I had a
Yeah.
chance to get scholarships, but it wasn't my passion. So since it wasn't my passion, I already knew if I go to college, man, I'm just gonna fuck around, and I'm not trying to be a fuck up. So, I wanted to go do martial arts and pursue those goals. So,
Right.
so in terms of a PhD, I can talk mad about boxing and martial arts
Going to
like
sports science,
nobody's business.
sports science, sports psychology,
Yeah.
physical therapy, and GFAM. To answer your question, I will not be taking any appointments for any examinations because that is not what my PhD will be in.
Okay. That's what
But
does
I do
Drake
appreciate the
say?
joke. How what?
What did you fam say?
Yeah. I know younger. Oh, player hater degree. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
That's funny. That is funny. No, that's awesome though, Blue. That is amazing.
Thank you.
Good for you, man.
you.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
Thank you.
Well, as busy as you are, when you get the chance to start watching some of this boxing stuff, you're gonna fall right back in love with it. And the best part is it is free. It actually
Hey.
is free stuff that I send to Europe all the time. Europe
Thank
still. Are you caught up yet, Europe, with some of the stuff I sent you, or not yet?
I think I got that last fight that you sent me. I ain't get a chance to watch it yet. I'm gonna watch it. I'll probably sit down and watch it this weekend. That's fine.
Okay.
more
Yeah,
stuff.
Blues missed a lot though. Like she's missed a bunch
Oh yeah.
during the middle periods, so she
I've
didn't get to
caught-
see.
Yeah, I've caught intermittent fights here and there. I've caught a lot of MMA fights, UFC fights, but it's
Boxing.
definitely it's been a hot minute though, for sure. Like hot minute as far as me following anybody specific.
Yeah, and since you and what I appreciate is since you like the Klitschko brothers, that means that you'll as long as you like the fighter, you'll totally watch them. So there
Yeah.
are so many Blue that you will just totally fall in love with, and
Yeah,
since
I'm
you love
excited.
knockouts, I haven't even shown this. I haven't shown this to Europe yet because I needed to catch Europe up with just the divisions in the heavy and also like in the high in like the 154s, the one kind of like just so he's educated on it. But
Sure.
when we're talking knockouts, it'll be crazy for you to hear this, but the the highest knockout percentages for certain fighters right now are coming from 122 pounds and lower.
Oh
Those
wow.
are the knockout people. So there's this one guy who just fought here in Las Vegas
Mm-hmm.
on Cinco de Mayo. His name's Naoya Inoue. They call him the
Okay.
Monster. So
Mm-hmm.
he's got like a 87% knockout ratio. And then
Whew.
there's this one cat that that Europe can't stop talking about now that I introduced it to him. So there's this Japanese fighter at 118 pounds and his name is Junto Nakatani. That might be
Oh,
Europe's favorite Japanese fighter, right?
Oh yeah,
Nakatana.
Honey,
Nakatana.
Nakatani. Yeah,
honey,
Awesome. Awesome.
but
yeah, he
he's a
good.
Very, very
knockout
cool.
guy.
Though.
And Blue, when I say knockout, like when you see some of the highlights, like Nakatani when he knocks people out, his punch it sounds like a gunshot. Like when he
Ooh.
hits them, it
Yeah.
literally like the pop. It's very like loud, like when he hits them. So
I'm about
um,
it. I'm about it.
yeah, that's the type of stuff I feel like you want. So you you
Absolutely.
you like the knockout, you like the
Oh yeah.
so there's a
Absolutely.
lot. There's definitely a lot of knockout folks.
I mean, I know
Uh,
in like the lighter weights too. One of the things that I do recognize, even though that's not what I'm typically following, but one of the things that I do recognize is that there are a lot of knockouts in some of those lower weight classes because they exert themselves. They're so fucking fast, and at a certain point, when you take a hit, I was like, you're just kind of done. You're spent already. So
right,
so
right.
I totally get that. I'm just a big fan of those big motherfuckers that just love
Oh
it.
yeah, no, and you're absolutely right. The big guys. I mean, the big one that's coming up is in 2 weeks. That's
Giggity.
Alexander Usyk.
Sorry.
Alexander Usyk versus Daniel Dubois, and
Okay.
Daniel Dubois is the IBF heavyweight champ right now. He's
Mm-hmm.
27 years old. He's 6'5". He's 255
Oh
pounds.
fuck!
So if you like
Like
the
a
big
tree
one,
fighting.
yeah.
Who's
If you
his
like the
opponent?
big boys, then
How's his
he's
opponent? Like, how does he measure up
oh
to
no,
his
his
opponent?
opponent is currently the number one pound for pound fighter in the world.
No, I
So
meant like so he's also equivalent. He's like 6'5" as well and around the
no,
same
his
weight.
opponent's size is Muhammad Ali's size,
Oh
6'3",
fuck!
230, 225, 225 is. But Alexander Usyk is considered to be the best pound for pound fighter in the world right now.
Okay, gotcha.
He's undefeated. He was the undisputed cruiserweight champion. Just as early as last year, he was the undisputed heavyweight champion. So no, this is one
Nice.
of those fights like where it's on July 19th. It's a pay-per-view, but don't worry, Blue. It'll turn free in like 48 hours. Then I'll just send it to you.
Yeah, but by
It's
then I'll
one of,
hear everybody will have spoiled that shit for me.
not really because you're not really because you're not caught up. So
No,
that's
I
kind of
mean
like what happened with Europe. He
no, I
doesn't.
meant like when it comes out in the news and shit. That's what I mean because like I follow boxing
Oh
pages and stuff like that. So by that point, yeah,
well, the good news for you too is since you live in Vegas, they
yeah.
will either show it at Dave and Buster's for free,
Oh,
or they'll show it maybe at Sunset State or any of the station casinos for free. It just
oh yeah, the
depends.
station casinos. Yes,
Yeah.
G fam, it was worth a shot.
Nah,
If I was accepting patients or taking appointments, I'd take you. I promise.
Yeah, no,
Usyk is a
Usyk is
killer.
a killer for sure. Yeah. So, but you're my hot take for you, bro. Is I think Dubois is actually going to beat Usyk.
I was
That's what I
about to
think.
say, do you see an upset then?
Yeah, I do. They fought the
Because of the
first time.
reach?
No, no. What makes Usyk so amazing is that he hasn't lost since the amateurs. This is a guy with over 400 amateur fights.
Oh wow.
He's a gold medalist. I mean, he's like Klitschko on steroids. Like this guy's amazing, right?
Nice.
Usyk
Okay.
is like Lomachenko but a heavyweight. What's made him so great though is when he went in from the cruiserweight division, he was
Mhm.
every bit as dominant as Evander Holyfield. When he went to the heavyweight division, what made him so dominant is his overall IQ. He's kind of a
Mhm.
boxing nerd. So his overall IQ and his speed really throws a lot of people off. So he was able to beat Anthony Joshua twice. He was able to beat Tyson Fury twice. So, but when he fought Daniel Dubois back in 2021
Mhm.
or 2022, it was kind of controversial. At the time, Daniel Dubois was 25 years old and he was still kind of on the come up. Daniel Dubois actually knocked him down with a body shot, but the
Oh.
referee called it a low blow, right? Because it was on the belt line or whatever. So,
Yeah.
so that fight I could actually send you, and it's a great fight to watch. But at that point, I think because he was young, it kind of got in his head. So it kind of threw off his flow, and then he started losing. And then at the later rounds, Usyk ended up knocking him out or stopping him, right? So
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
technically the rematch. The difference, though, is that 2 years of his experience growing, him understanding, like getting it's kind of like a quarterback in his rookie year versus a
Yeah.
quarterback in his third year now, right? Like understanding
Yeah.
everything. So
Sure.
this time around, I don't think. Nah, I think Dubois is only 27. Usyk is 38. It's a
Oh.
different. It's going to be a different fight. Now, don't worry.
Yeah.
Now, and those aren't old numbers anymore. Like when we say for fighters and heavyweights, I mean Manny Pacquiao's fighting in 2 weeks. He's
Yeah.
46. So and trust
I
me,
know.
Blue. If the betting odds right now, I'm still shocked that it's still plus money for Manny. I
Oh
would tell
wow.
everyone right now to go definitely place bets on Manny Pacquiao.
Wow.
Do not let the him being old fool you.
How much?
If
Well, no, that guy still can throw hands. How much of an how much of an underdog is he? Plus what?
last I saw was plus 280. That's too
Oh
much.
Wow.
wow. Oh
Yeah, that's still
wow.
too much. Anything that's 3-1 or over, that's ridiculous.
I was gonna
It's
say I
still,
could see
it's
like
still
plus
Manny Pacquiao.
100 or something.
Yeah, if it was like plus 100, I could understand. Like, all
Yeah.
right, yeah, I guess that's closer. But
Sure.
but if you're saying Manny's, if your only argument is the fact that he's 46 and he hasn't
Yeah.
fought in like 4 years, you're discounting the fact that the one guy he's fighting is very susceptible to getting knocked down and getting knocked out. And even though that guy is the champion, unless dude all of a sudden became Floyd Mayweather, he's not going to box. What he's going to do is he's going to stand in the pocket to try to knock out Manny. And
How many
those,
rounds are you thinking?
for Manny to knock him out. If
Well, maybe
Mario
not to knock
Barrios,
him out, but how many rounds do you think it's gonna go?
um, scheduled 12 rounder, if Mario Barrios fights the way he normally fights, I think Manny will probably knock him out anywhere between round
Like 7, 8?
6 to
Oh,
round
6.
8,
Okay.
anywhere
I
around
was,
there. Yeah,
yeah.
the way you have to beat Manny Pacquiao now is you have to kind of like let him get old. So you'd
Yeah,
have
let
to
him get winded.
you'd have to somehow outbox him for the first 3 rounds, or even like just stay away from him for the first 3 rounds so that he gets kind of tired, and then in the
Yeah.
later rounds start to kind of take the chances.
Yep.
Then I would say you have a chance. But the problem is Mario Barrios is not a boxer. He wants to come forward. He's got that very come forward, let me try to knock you out style. And that's how Gervonta Davis knocked out Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios also lost to Keith Thurman. So that's why I'm saying, man, is for you guys who are looking at those odds, if you see DraftKings and DraftKings says plus 400, you bet that money on Manny Pacquiao, man. You
I gotcha.
you
Bueno,
don't bet against Manny Pacquiao. I'll tell you that right now. I was a part of his whole group from 07 to 2011, and that guy works harder. The only other person I saw work every bit as hard as Manny was Floyd. And when I
Floyd
watched,
Mayweather. Yeah.
when I saw those, I was like, yeah, these guys are a different level. They're addicted to the workout. Like their their brains
get
were
you.
addicted to working out. So
Yeah. Hey, what up? I'm not
and-
bueno.
hey, I'm
I'm
not
not
bueno.
bueno.
I didn't want to interrupt, but I said, "What's up, Bueno?" I don't know if you heard it. Yet.
No, we want to hear
But
your
hey,
input. Oh,
say that again.
oh no, I brain farted.
Yeah,
I
well,
think I was gonna say. What were you gonna say?
oh nah. Oh wait, Bueno said, "All right,
Congrats on the
Blue.
little
Congrats
one.
on the little."
Little
Oh,
one
What are
won.
you
probably.
talking about? You got
Maybe he's talking about Little Raider.
Oh,
Maybe it sounds like
or
Bueno
little
thinks
or
Bloom
like
got a
Lord
baby.
Stanley. Yeah.
Or
No, no,
Did Lord Stanley have a baby?
I'm not. I'm not bueno. Please clarify for me.
Oh, see, he thought you had a baby.
Are you calling me a fat ass?
No. I think he thought you just had a baby. Maybe
Fuck
that's what he
no.
said.
No. The only babies I'm interested in are furry and have 4 legs. I mean, thank goodness. Let's be clear. Thank goodness for those of you who have children, so people like me don't have to. Okay. Okay.
Right.
So no, I'm not bueno. I did not have a baby.
But he's totally not calling you fat. That's not what he said.
I was totally kidding about that. I was just like, the hell would give him that idea?
No, G fam. Yeah, no, yeah, the body shots. I actually think it's more about the grind. Like try to think in your head. Here's a 27-year-old kid against a 38-year-old guy in the heavyweight division, bro. So I'm not saying it'll be a stoppage, but I kind of feel like Daniel Dubois learned his lesson this time around. So
there's my
he should
baby.
win.
Lord
Oh,
good baby, good boy. Yeah, that's my baby, bueno.
hey,
That's Lord.
Lord Stanley's totally trained, huh, Blue? Like
Very.
Trained. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's named after the Stanley Cup.
Yep. Yep. I named him after the Stanley Cup.
Is that your only? Is that your only part of the family, Lord Stanley, or do you have another cat, dog?
So, heartbreakingly enough, I lost my other baby last year, 2 days before my birthday in October. Yeah, so like I'm gonna be real with y'all. I still cry every night because of him. So that was really, really soul crushing for me. But yeah, right now, Lord Stanley is my one and only son, my little dumpling, the light of my eye, the pride, my pride and joy. He's my little sugar plum. Yeah, he can do no wrong.
How long did you have your previous?
So the previous one was actually David's son, and when we started dating, he came over. So I actually had him for about a year and a half, roughly. And I know that to a lot of people that might not sound like a whole lot. Since at the time I was actually finishing my I was in my PhD at the time. I finished my master's, and so I was home. The point is I was home like basically every day with him. I also worked from home, and so I spent every day with him. And I literally have to meet an animal like one time, spend maybe less than 5 minutes with them, and I love them forever. That is just how my heart works with animals. People can go fuck themselves, but with animals, yeah, I cannot see an animal get hurt. I just cannot. It breaks my heart But yet I can watch kids
Right.
get hurt all day, like get nailed with a yoga ball. Oh, dude, that brightens my day every time.
That's fun.
like, like I know I've sent, yeah, sweetheart. I know I've sent a bunch of videos to like Mike. Oh my god, yeah. I'm like, oh my god, look at this kid just got annihilated. And I know a lot of people don't feel that way, or they're like, dude, you suck. And I'm like,
They weren't really hurt. They weren't really hurt. They just get knocked back by the
eh,
ball.
eh.
They
I've
weren't
seen
getting
some of
hurt.
those kids fly, man. And a lot
That's
of times,
funny.
truthfully, it is a
I was,
parent fuck up, but funny is funny, man. I'm laughing. And I'm sorry, that was a long story short. So I had the other one for
No, no,
about
no,
a year and a half.
I wanted to know. My brother went through what you're going through now. I mean, you never really forget, but he had, he had gotten Big Boy his first
hmm
shelter, like totally loved it, and
hmm
but it was because it was already older, and it just the natural
Of course.
part of it. So that was
But
pretty rough for
kudos.
my brother.
Oh, I'm
That was a
sure.
couple of years ago, and then he
Kudos.
ended up, yeah, he picked up Cosmo now, and Cosmo is the new, like, his Lord Stanley. So
Nice. That's awesome. I mean, kudos to him though for adopting an older dog. I
yeah,
totally love
yeah,
that. Zeus was
yeah,
older when I met him too. Zeus was about 7 years old. He passed away when he was like roughly like nine and a half ish, something like that. And
right.
so, but anyway, moving on. I'm just
Yeah, no, that's what my brother did, and he was
yeah.
actually, they were doing that. Him and my sister in law, like, they were doing that the program where they'll house the pet up
Foster,
until somebody wants to have them, right? And that's,
fostering.
yeah, fostering. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. So, but that's what, with the second one with Cosmo, that's what they were doing. They're like, we'll foster him. I'm not sure if I'm ready yet. And then he just fell in love with the dog, like
Yeah,
how you would be. And then that's it. And now it's their kid.
yeah,
So,
yeah. That's what my
yeah.
wife. She's always saying, "Well, we should foster a dog." I said, "Do you think a dog is going to come into our house for a few months and you're going to let him go?" I wouldn't want to let him go either. So no, fostering's out of the question for me.
yeah.
Fucking G fam.
I go to the shelter and get a dog when
Absolutely. I know.
G
Did you
and
see
Fam.
G fam? That's
G
hilarious.
Fam's crazy, bro. You're
If you
crazy,
want
G
it to
Fam.
count, it counts.
It can count, G Fam. That's funny. That's funny.
Indubitably.
Hey, G Fam, though, but you're right. Usyk, from earlier, I saw the comment. Usyk, it does work out like insane. If you watch some of the training that this guy does, it's, I give him mad props for training the way he trains. Um, but like I said, man, actually, it's funny, G Fam. So when Daniel Dubois was fighting Anthony, or was about to fight Anthony Joshua, that's Europe's seen that fight now. That was last September. I had this feeling. I was like, man, I just feel like Daniel Dubois is going to win. And at the time at Sunset Station, he was plus 350. So I wanted to like put 100 down on him, and my wife talked me out of it. And she was like, So then I didn't, and then he totally knocked out Joshua, bro. And I was like, damn it! I could have had 450 in my hands right now, but it's all right. Not gonna get mad at the wife for that. So,
I could dig it.
but this time, if the odds aren't even that big, so it's not worth the bet.
Aw, I'm not bueno says he has to go to bed. He's like, shit, I
Yo,
can't take my ass to bed.
man,
all right, bueno.
I gotta take my behind the bed too. It's getting like shoot.
Oops.
It's 11:20 over. I gotta be up at like what 5 in the morning. No, like yeah,
Ooh.
around like morning.
All right.
Well, that was fun. That was fun, guys. And
Yeah,
and
it
Blue,
was.
you definitely made it a really cool sports cast because you were able
Aw,
to talk about all the different sports. So that's
thank
awesome.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
nah, you always welcome, Blue. Always welcome.
I appreciate that. Thank you. No, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad Mike told me about it, so I'm glad he did. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah,
You're
man, appreciate
welcome. I'm glad you came up, man. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
For sure. Anytime I got the time, I'm definitely down to hang
Yeah,
out.
that
It's always a
When
blast.
she's
yeah.
not trying to become a doctor, y'all. When she's not, when she's busy, when she's not writing her book or whatever she's gonna do next, she'll jump. She'll jump on.
Yep,
Right.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, y'all get
Nah.
some good sleep then. Love y'all. Thank you for having me on the show. Can't wait to see y'all again, to do it again.
Thanks,
Yes,
Nighty
Blue.
night.
yes, yes, yes.
All right.
Love you guys.
Night night.
Nighty night.
Dude, ready. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, I gotta take my behind the bed, bro. I'm getting tired. Just trying to keep up with listening to y'all in the chat and trying to stay awake. But bro said, defense say your needs to be rested enough to play with wood all day. You gotta chill, defense.
You gotta pause, G fam.
Yeah,
You
you
got you
gotta.
got to chill. Okay,
Uh,
since you said that, GFAM, you now have one. Hellraider had
hey,
one.
I'm ready too.
R-
I'm ready too. He gonna fly here. He's good at it. I'm getting off.
Rostan had
But
one, and I had two.
But no, get some sleep, Yerp. And thanks, man. I told you whenever I'll if I see it and if I have time, I'll just message you and stuff. So I was just I'm helping Captain Jack right now with some stuff. But I saw your thing and I was like, yeah, let me jump on. So that was cool. Good job, dude.
nah, man, I definitely appreciate it. And we back in effect. We back in effect. The wood ain't going for. Yo, y'all gotta chill, yo.
Y'all gotta chill,
All right,
man. It's that night, Yerp.
Hey, Europe, before you go,
yeah.
what are your plans for tomorrow?
Probably same time, 8:30, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to get it in just enough, you know what I'm saying, so I can get some rest for, need some good
Yeah,
rest for
yeah.
New Year's Day. But yeah, but all right, I stream to the chat. I love y'all. Love everybody, and I holla at y'all. You're
You're
Raider.
Raider.